spent 2 hours talking baseball, and it felt like 5 minutes. It's like, and then on top of it, Lou, Max Scherzer is on the verge of getting traded. Let's go, right?
How about it? Texas, they needed something, didn't they? But yeah, hopefully they gets the ball rolling. Verlander's next. See where he goes. Maybe the Sox can do something. It'd be nice.
Okay, so I'm going to continue the conversation which I just had with myself about James Paxton. And what's your perception of James Paxton? Because I do feel he's still in play here in terms of the trade, even though like you obviously only have 3 starters.
Right.
But I don't know. I've already said what I have to say. What's your perception of James Paxton?
You know, I'm wondering, has it changed at all, given like how this team has played in the last week? I think 10 days ago, I was like, I don't, and maybe it's still the case. Like, I don't know if Chaim Bloom will be able to pass up maybe what teams will offer. I think that's maybe what it comes down to. Is there a path of moving on from James Paxton still competing? I think there could be. It just gets tricky. You know, personally, I like to see Chaim Bloom address this rotation in the future. I think every team is trying to do that, right? Trying to find a guy with 2 or 3 years on the deal. You know, say you bring in a guy like that, you move Paxton because you love the return and kind of softens the blow of giving up some other prospects. And then you've still got to probably, if you trade Paxton, I think you got to find 2 starters. So I think there's a path. I just think it's really difficult to do now.
So in your GM Lou, we love GM Lou. So GM Lou goes into this trade deadline, and you know better than most about what a trade deadline looks like in a clubhouse, the perception of it, even the littlest thing, one way or the other, how that can change. We go back, Lou, to last year. I think one of the things that they devalued or didn't value enough was the perception in that clubhouse of Christian Vasquez, right or wrong. That's just how it was. What do you think has to happen, and what do you think that you have to resist from happening?
Well, I think, you know, just kind of a little scuttlebutt in the clubhouse. I feel like everybody kind of feels like they need a starter. They need to kind of solidify some things. You know, whether Sale comes back, which I think he'll come back here soon, you know, on a 3 or 4 inning stint. Same thing with maybe Houck and Whitlock when they kind of return. It's like every 5th day, it'd be nice to have a starter out there. Maybe use Murphy if needed, you know, for like a couple of innings or 2 or 3 innings. And you're probably still using Pivetta in a similar role. So I think they need that starting pitcher. It's why I worry that a guy like Paxton leaving this clubhouse, he might send the wrong message. But if it's quickly matched with, you know, a deal that brings in a Mitch Keller and then Jack Flaherty, you know, you can make the argument that I got a guy for the next 3 years with a rental in Flaherty. So it could soften it, but I think they feel really good about themselves. I think everybody just realized they probably need a guy to go out there every 5th day.
What's the guy that you want? You mentioned a couple names. What's the guy that you want?
Well, I'd like Keller. I mean, you know, but what do I want? I don't know what the ask would be. You know, I mean, I like guys like that can kind of give you some time and you know, give you maybe answer some questions for next year, not only help you this year, because let's face it, next year you kind of wonder what that rotation is going to look like too. So if you can address it, it's going to hurt a bit. If the asking price is too much, you know, you walk away. I don't know. It's hard to predict because you never know what the prices are going to be, who they're looking to want in return. And I wouldn't go too far with that. The bare minimum, I'm going to get a starter. Like I don't know who that might be. A guy like Flaherty, Montgomery would be fantastic, but I just don't know if they're going to be in the rental market unless the team's asking, you know, back the return and prospects. There's somebody that the Red Sox really aren't that high on.
All right, Lou, the last trade deadline question is, from your perspective, like I said, you've been in clubhouses. What is that like? What is it like in terms of whether it goes one way or the other? Disappointment. Sometimes, like, you go back to 2021, and that team was still upset, man. Like, they got Schwarber, and they were still upset, and they start off that, since the trade deadline, I think they were like 6-14, and then they finally figured it out. But what is the clubhouse dynamic like in the trade deadline?
Well, it's a little bit of uneasiness because you don't know if guys are going to be moved out of here or not in a trade. But I think this team right now, with the way they're playing lately, there's some excitement with the idea that help is coming. And if help doesn't come, that feeling is real, that your front office doesn't believe in you. Like, it is, you know, and it's you can't help it. These guys, I remember even when we were playing, there were some prospects, you know, down in minor leagues or whatever it was, or even my later years. Guys in the big leagues don't care about 3 years from now. They just don't. Like, they might give up a guy that, if you know the system, like, I can't believe they gave him up. These guys don't care. They want the great player to help them win right now. You know, this year they put in a lot of time in the offseason. Spring training has been a long year. It's been a lot of injuries. They fought through it. They're playing great baseball. They feel like they deserve that. And if you don't deliver that, then it definitely has an effect. And like you said, I think we've seen it here recently.
Another fun game revolves Tristan Casas. And
Yeah.
I cited the odds. We love FanDuel odds. Right now, I think he's number 5 in Rookie of the Year odds. And the way that he's going, though, this could be a very, very interesting conversation. What do you think that Tristan Casas, this, again, the fun game of guessing Rookie of the Year, because right now Yoshida is the favorite.
Yeah.
Do you think he ends up in the top 2?
Yeah, well, I think it's trending that way. Yeah, and I think that's a pretty good bet, to be honest with you, whatever the odds are.
Plus 3,000, my friend.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good bet. You know, we talk so much, Bradford, about like, you know, well, if you take away April and you just go from like May 1st or May 2nd on, this is what his numbers are. We're getting to the point where you don't need to take away April because the year's pretty solid. You know, Yoshida, you just mentioned, is like the leader in the clubhouse, right? And he's had a very, very good year. His OPS is 868. Casas has 852. Like, they could switch places as far as OPS goes within a week with the way this kid is swinging it. So, to me, it's you know, and it's always the case. You know, a guy like Josh Young or whoever it may be, they kind of come out of the gates. But really, when you start voting, it's about what you remember lately. And if you come out and have an absolute monster second half, you can easily steal it from some guy that you thought was going to win it back in April. So with the way he's swinging the bat, I would take that bet all day long, and I would just sort of let it ride and see what happens.
I tell you what, we want him to be good because he's a good quote, and he showed that again. I pulled this up. I talked about Rookie of the Year, and remember the Ricky Bobby line, like IP excellence? You know, when I wake up in the morning? Well, here's what Tristan Casas said when he wakes up.
First thing that I do is wake up, and I think I got to go put the mushrooms and the peppers on the grill.
Lou, you gotta integrate putting the mushrooms and peppers on the grill in the call tonight. Somehow, please.
That's the first thing he does when he wakes up? Wait, he puts mushrooms and peppers on the grill?
I mean, come on. It has to be. Like, there he is, putting the mushrooms and peppers on the grill.
What does that even mean? Is that like is that a different meaning to
I know
it?
it's a code. I don't know.
Is that like code for like getting up and stretching out or something?
I don't know, but this is why we want him to be good, because he's such a unique guy, right?
Yeah, I agree. No, I listen, he is, and it's fascinating to talk to him in spring training, and then he gets off to that tough start. But when you talk to him, and you did probably in April and May when he was struggling, like there was still a lot of confidence there in his abilities, and thought it would turn. And it was such a bad first month, and it's the reason why Cora kind of compared it to a Dustin Pedroia like rookie year, right? And how that thing started off and how it finished.
Where do you rate this park?
This park's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good, right?
I love it. You know, I've never been to Pittsburgh. Their new park, and I've heard great things about it, but I've always loved it. I was here in 2003 with the Padres because we didn't do the whole play everybody in the National League back then with me. It was just basically the Braves and the Mets or the Phillies. But to come out here and play this ballpark is obviously at the height of Barry, but this place is fantastic, and they love their 4 o'clock games, boy. This place is nuts.
All right, Lou, excellent job last night. Excellent. Going to be a blast listening to you tonight. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, Bradford, you got it, pal.
All right, the great Lou Merlone. He's going to be on the call with Will Fleming, and we're going to have that full mushrooms and peppers on the grill conversation with Tristan Casas later in the pregame show. This is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow, where the good times only keeps on going. Alex Corris is down with Will Fleming coming up next.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Continue your educational journey online at Arizona State University. Recognized as the nation's most innovative university, ASU offers more than 300 programs online, all designed and taught by our award-winning faculty of researchers, scientists, inventors, and authors. Discover what sets us apart. Connect with an ASU enrollment advisor and explore a variety of financial aid and scholarship options, as well as how to transfer pre-existing credits. Visit asuonline.asu.edu.
Ew, Gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
This back-to-school season, Downy and Tide are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. U.S. and D.C. 16 or older. End September 30th. Rules at downy.com/scholarship/official rules.
After school time can be chaotic, but it can also be a chance to keep the learning, creativity, and fun flowing. Thankfully, Dollar General is here with a winter before dinner pairing that busy parents can feel good about. Mott's and Crayola. Create fridge-worthy moments and nail snacks and creativity time with everyday savings on Mott's applesauce and juices, plus Crayola crayons, markers, and more. Nutritious snacks inside the fridge, their latest masterpiece displayed on the outside. It's after school made awesome. Find them at your DG.
The all-new Toyota Prius looks nothing like you've ever seen before.
You need to describe the Prius to people?
Oh, got it. Here we go! Wowzers!
I give up.
The all-new Prius. It's indescribable now. Toyota. Let's go places. Vehicle inventory may be limited. Check with your Toyota dealer.
When you stay at a Vrbo vacation home, the host doesn't stay with you. So when you share an inside joke, sunscreen, or couch, it will only be with people you want to be there. Because without privacy in your vacation home, it isn't really a vacation. Is it? Only whole vacation homes. Always private. Book on the Vrbo app.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
6 rings and football things.
Trent Brown. Listen, if the running game's going to work, if you want Mac Jones to stay upright, be healthy for 17 games, you need 2018 Trent Brown, or you just need his giant wall of humanity to perform for whatever that next contract is. Whoever, wherever it's going to be, don't care right now. Just attempt to really play and be the giant human you are. Yes.
Can I interject a better case scenario question, or more likely type question here at Trent Brown? We both put him in our best case scenario top 5. Mm-hmm. Better chance that come December, Trent Brown is a top 5, or in your case, top 3 player on the Patriots, or that he's not on the Patriots?
60-40, not on.
I think this is a minefield that could explode.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Subscribe to 6 Rings and Football Things, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Continue your journey at Arizona State University. Choose from more than 300 programs offered online from the nation's most innovative university. Connect with an enrollment advisor to learn about transferring credits and financial aid options. Visit asuonline.asu.edu.
Hey, it's James Paxton. This is the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Rob Bradford, and this is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Well, Alex Cora is on WEEI once again, and it's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer Sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford. Well, here you go. As always, the great Will Fleming with Alex Cora.
Game 2 with the Giants with the manager, Alex Cora. Another ace beaten, another great win for your club. Whether it's Scherzer, Strider, last night Logan Webb. I mean, just a great series of at-bats and moments you had to have them. And a great way to start this West Coast trip.
It was good. A good all-around baseball game. We pitched well. We got a few big hits, and we played good defense. And the bullpen was solid. Cotter was really good. Against a tough lineup, I know people get caught up in the numbers and all that, but they mix and match, and they have the right guys for that pitcher in that day, and I think he did an amazing job. His cutter was good, the fastball up played, and he gave us enough to win the ball game.
I may be the only person who's seen more games in this ballpark than you and Kenley and Justin and The swing that Tristan put on last night. I mean, I was here for Bonds. You were too. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Lefties that are not Bonds don't do that here.
No. And that was a great swing with 2 strikes too, right? 2-2 count. But after fouling off 2 balls off his leg, so he's in a good place. The changeup down in zone. He drove to right center. He missed a pitch against the lefty later in the game. So the progression is real. He's going the other way a little bit more now. So we're very happy with him. We just got to keep pushing him to be great. And I know that's what he wants to do. And right now, he's locked in.
Speaking of Bonds, I think people who didn't see it with their own eyes can't understand what it was where, I mean, all the intentional walks. There were so many nights, Alex, where he would see 1 strike and would hit it 400 feet. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No. That was impressive. We play a lot of games against him, and just the fact that he didn't swing at balls, and he didn't expand was great, right? Because I think he had the potential to hit 380 if he wanted to, right? But he stayed very disciplined. He drove the ball out of the ballpark. He was a complete player. It was impressive for me, as far as like talent. Probably the best I play with against.
Justin comes up, Kenley comes on to booze from these Giant fans. As a former Dodger, you probably felt a little solidarity with your guys.
Yeah. But they being here is a great venue. It's a great place to play. The fans are into it. It's beautiful, especially today and tomorrow. The day games are great here. And I don't know how many games they have played here, but I bet they won a lot too here. So we feel good with them in the lineup coming in the 9th inning. And, a reminder how much people hate the Dodgers in this city.
Casas hits cleanup today because Massa needs a day off. You've noticed some things from him. Is there any thought that Tristan will alter his approach? He's been so hot.
Out of all those the questions you have asked me the last few years, I think that one, the answer.
Yeah.
He won't change. And that's the beauty of Tristan Casas. This is the same kid that it was in spring training with his approach in April, and now when he's hot, there's a thought process. There's a sense of he's very stubborn in a good way about his approach, and that's why he's hitting 4th. There's no issues with that.
Cutter last night. I mean, he maybe hit a little wall in the 6th. You got him out of there quickly. I thought early on maybe the best he's been all year in terms of commanding all of his stuff. Did you see that from him?
Yeah, especially the cutter. The cutter was really good. From strike to ball, a lot of swings. And, the fastball up play again. That's something he kind of lost for 3 or 4 outings. He got it back against the Cubs, I believe, right? He was off early on, and then he got it back against the Mets. He threw one up, and they hit out of the ballpark, hanging breaking ball, hit out of the ballpark. But yesterday he was very sharp, and he's ready for the next one in Seattle.
Paxton today. You've been in this ballpark at this time of day. It can be hard to hit. I mean, it's the light, it's the shadows. It tends to favor. Yeah, the bleachers too. It tends to favor the pitchers right now, doesn't it?
Trust me, I know how it works during the day, and lefties here. During day games, it's tough. They got those bleachers back there, and the glare of the sun is pretty tough for the hitters. So hopefully, we can take advantage of it. He gives us 6 or 7 innings and give us a chance to win.
Casas has been red hot, but we got to be fair. So have you. It's like for 2 weeks, it seems like every lever you pull, it works. Whether it's Ref Snyder last night getting Bernardino in there, then out, working the bullpen. How do you feel on nights where it seems like everything you do works?
The opposite of when it doesn't work. We got good players, and we prepare them to be successful. And now is for us, with everything that is going on. Yeah, we talk about we don't listen and we don't know. And man, every game is important for us. Not only because of what might happen in the upcoming days, but where we at in the standings. And there's a lot of teams that are playing against each other, and it's fun when you win and look around and see what happens. It's tough when it's the other way around. You lose a game, and then you look around, it's like we missed that one. So. We have a great coaching staff. They do an outstanding job preparing. This is a tough team to prepare with, for because, all the mix and match, and they might pinch hit this guy and all that. Even Blyer yesterday getting up in the seventh inning was important for us to avoid a matchup. So it's fun. This is what I signed in for, and hopefully we can manage this season all the way to the end of October.
I know you relate to players like Rob, who's not in there every day, and yet every single time you ask him to do something, it's uncanny. How hard is it? You've experienced this. The guy's a freak in terms of infrequent action and being able to come up big.
Yeah, especially right now that we face a lot of righties. I don't think we face a lefty probably until the Toronto series. So he's ready. He prepares. You see him doing batting practice, running around, shagging. He's run his BP. There's a lot of work in the cage here. And he's the ultimate pro. And teams win because of guys like that, guys like Pablo Reyes, guys like Christian Arroyo. They understand their role, and they always prepare. And when they go out there, they do their best.
Speaking of ultimate pros, JT makes that incredible play at second base. We love watching your conversations with him. What'd you say to him in the dugout after that play?
Hopefully you don't have to do it again the rest of the game. Let's get you out of the game.
Lastly, being here thinking about Bonds and all these great Giant teams, we look over and see Brandon Crawford. And now Bruce Bochy is in Texas with that great Ranger team. I know you got to see them back at Fenway Park. He was one of the first guys to do what you do so well now, which is in these bigger games, just be aggressive with the bullpen and get the matchup you want right then and right now, understanding that high leverage moments come sort of at unexpected times. Is that something you noticed from Boch as he went on that great run?
Yeah, I think, people talk about new school baseball, right? And metrics and information. And I think, there were some managers in the past that maximize their matchup. One that comes into mind besides Boch is Tony La Russa. Sure. Octavio Dotel, who was the guy that he faced in the World Series. He was his guy the whole time. He did it in the past, and that's something that I think that's the way the game should be managed. Try to take advantage of the situation if you can, right? And yesterday was one of those days that everybody was rested, and we were able to get one out from our ace, Bernie, and hopefully we stay away from him today, and he'll open tomorrow.
And you can do it even without the pieces of paper folded in your back pocket. So thanks, Alex. Good luck today.
Thank you, Will.
All right, great stuff from Will Fleming and Alex Cora once again. And a reminder, you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, brought to you by Subaru of New England. Subaru summer is finally here. Make the summer a Subaru summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Well, here's today's Red Sox batting order once again, in case you missed it. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, New England's largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Herb Chambers, we don't just sell cars, we help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. Duran left field, Turner and DH, Rafi Devers third base, Tristan Casas at first base, Adam Duvall in center field, Alex Verdugo in right field. Christian Arroyo is your second baseman today. Connor Wong is catching, Yu Chang in shortstop, and James Paxton is pitching. Well, we got a little bit more before first pitch. This is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow coming up. I make you some money, I give you some information, and we get ready for first pitch with Will and Lou.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
The all-new Toyota Prius is unlike anything you've seen before. It looks different and feels different because now it's... And it's... Oh yeah, and now it's... It's even got a little... The all-new Prius. Now, it's exactly what you never expected. Toyota, let's go places. Vehicle inventory may be limited. Check with your Toyota dealer.
When you stay at a Vrbo, you always get the whole home. The whole upstairs, the whole downstairs, and the whole nap room. Only whole vacation homes. Always all yours. Book on the Vrbo app.
We all deserve easy mornings.
Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
6 rings and football things.
Trent Brown. Listen, if the running game's going to work, if you want Mac Jones to stay upright, be healthy for 17 games, you need 2018 Trent Brown, or you just need his giant wall of humanity to perform for whatever that next contract is. Whoever, wherever it's going to be, don't care right now. Just attempt to really play and be the giant human you are. Yes.
Can I interject a better case scenario question or more likely type question here at Trent Brown? We both put him in our best case scenario top 5. Mm-hmm. Better chance that come December, Trent Brown is a top 5 or in your case top 3 player on the Patriots, or that he's not on the Patriots?
60-40 not on.
I think this is a minefield that could explode.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Subscribe to 6 Rings and Football Things. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Wendy's is open till midnight or later, so you can give in to the craving and go night mode. Now all of your favorite menu items just got their bedtime extended. You can get what you want even later, like the Baconator with 6 strips of bacon, or the perfect fries and Frosty Duo. If you're up later, then so are we. So go ahead and pull through the drive-thru. When the craving hits, go night mode at Wendy's. Open till midnight or later. All right, see ya later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary.
Research shows people ignore radio ads. While I want you to remember that Liberty Mutual customizes and saves you hundreds on home insurance, I know no one's listening, so I can say anything. I can even tell Jenny that I never stop thinking about us. Sometimes I almost call, but I only truly feel safe revealing this in the privacy of my nationally broadcast radio ad.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Rob Bradford, and this is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Well, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Well, it's time to make you some money. When I do this pregame show, I've been pretty good at it. Usually I predict a Rafi Devers home run, which isn't a bad way to go. But today, it's going to be a long-term bet. And we talked a little bit about it earlier with Lou Merloni, and he just convinced me. I was sort of workshopping it with Lou, which was Rookie of the Year props, or Rookie of the Year futures, when you talk about who is going to win Rookie of the Year. And I said, Tristan Casas is easing his way into the conversation. Right now, he's at number 5 on the list. The leader in the clubhouse, Yoshida, followed by Gunnar Henderson of the Orioles, and then Josh Young of the Rangers. But the way that Casas is going, slowly, boom, there he is. He's going to end up as at least a top 2 Rookie of the Year. If he's top 2, you got to place a bet, especially when it's plus 3,000. So there you go. And that's the bet du jour. The bet du jour is brought to you by FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. Well, today today's pitching matchup, we talked a lot about James Paxton. He's coming off a pretty good start against the Mets. A lot of scouts in the stands watching him. He's going to be one of the more intriguing guys when it comes to not only tonight, but in terms of what is going to happen at the trade deadline. He's going to be going up against Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker has served as the opener for the Giants 6 times this season. The Giants are 6-0 in Walker's 6 starts. He's the Brennan Bernardino of the San Francisco Giants. He has a 3.86 ERA. Well, to loop back to Tristan Casas a little bit, just want to give you an idea of what is happening with him and the Rookie of the Year. I sat down with him and just asked him flat out, what does the Rookie of the Year mean to you? His answer, you're not going to be disappointed. Are you a goal guy?
No.
You're not. So when I talk about Rookie of the Year stuff, it doesn't hit home for you?
No, that's not even really on my mind.
Not on your radar?
No.
Okay. All right. So have you never been a goal guy?
No, never been a goal guy.
Ever?
No.
Why?
I feel like expectations are limitations, and setting a goal has a ceiling. There's a roof to it. I don't feel like my potential has any limit.
So when I say, going off that, if I say Rookie of the Year, well, why settle for Rookie of the Year when you can be MVP? That sort of thing, right?
Yeah, well, I want to be a Hall of Famer, and being a Hall of Famer doesn't necessarily mean winning MVPs or Rookie of the Year.
Right.
So it's the overall package of it.
It's the overall. Okay, so it's the long haul.
It's the long haul. Yeah.
All right. Did someone give you that advice, or you just have been always that way?
I can't pinpoint it to one person. I think it's a little bit of everybody, because I am a little product of everybody that I come into contact with. But it's just common goal of a common. I wouldn't say it's a goal, because I just said I don't goal set.
Yeah.
But it's just a common mindset of waking up and trying to just be the best that I can that day. Not try to get too ahead of myself and think at the end of the road, but how can I maximize my potential for this little moment that I have? And I feel like I maximize the most out of my days, which is all I can ask of myself.
When you wake up in the morning, is that what you think? It's like, basically, which is wouldn't be a bad. When you wake up in the morning and say, okay, today, how can I be the absolute best I can be?
That's all I try to accomplish. I put my 2 feet on the floor, and I know what I need to do every day. I have a good routine. I know myself really well, and I just tell myself, let's go do it again.
And then you do 1,000 push-ups and sprint a 40-yard dash.
No, because that'd be living for just today. I know there's going to be a tomorrow, so I have to plan for tomorrow as well.
All right.
That'd be too killer on my body. So
all right. So
I want to do that if today was my last day on Earth, but I know I'm going to have tomorrow.
So last day on Earth, you do 1,000 push-ups?
I might, yeah.
Okay.
I might, just to make sure I went out strong.
All right. So what is the thing you do first thing in the morning? Like do you just reset and this isn't a cliche, this is a real reality. Do you reset yourself and say, okay, new day, here we go?
No, the first thing that I do is wake up and I think I gotta go put the mushrooms and the peppers on the grill, and then I'll go take a shower. But while those are sauteing, I'll get ready, and then I'll come back and I'll make the eggs on them. So the first thing I do before I go to the bathroom is put mushrooms and peppers on the grill.
I take half a 5-hour energy, so there you go.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I went into this, Tristan, honestly asking this thing, I want to be Rookie of the Year, but I think we got so much more, so it's good. Like I like it because it's a good perspective. I think people can learn from it.
Yeah, I mean, being a Rookie of the Year would be nice, for sure. It would be a great accomplishment, especially with this class that we have coming in. But that just, that'd be the icing on the cake. I just want to go out there and play well.
Plus 3,000. Let's go. Bet du jour. Make yourself some money when October rolls around, November rolls around, whenever it is, December. Make some money for you. All right. Also, put the mushrooms and peppers on the grill. I mean, come on. Let's make it a slogan, everybody. Put the mushrooms and peppers on the grill. I'm waking up tomorrow. You know what I'm doing? I'm putting the mushrooms and peppers on the grill. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing when I'm doing the scoreboard right now? I'm putting the mushrooms and peppers on the grill. It can mean a million different things. Maybe it actually even means putting the mushrooms and peppers on the grill. But now is the time for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. The biggest game so far, really the only game so far, Yeah, the Blue Jays beat the Angels 6-1. The Angels, you got to feel a little bit bad for them. All in. Not a great way to start the all-in era. Not a great way to start the Lucas Giolito, Ronaldo Lopez era. Not a great way to start the we're keeping Ohtani era. Yikes. 2 in a row to the Blue Jays. That's not good news for the Red Sox. Obviously, they're chasing the Blue Jays, so they'll have to win tonight to stay a game and a half back. Other games tonight, Phillies are at Pittsburgh. Phillies trying to keep in things. Minnesota at Kansas City. Minnesota in first place. The Guardians against the White Sox. Guardians just behind the Minnesota Twins. The Red Sox, obviously, Giants. Tampa Bay at Houston. Ooh, that's a good one. The Yankees at Baltimore. Speaking of good ones, that's also very, very important. Milwaukee at Atlanta. A lot of great games to keep things going all the way to the trade deadline. All right, well, Subaru Summer is finally here. Make this a summer of Subaru Summer with a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Well, it's time for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineup. Once again, brought to you by America's largest injury firm. So let's meet tonight's players. And tonight's players, obviously, is you have Yoshida out of the lineup tonight, as Ian Brown told us. This is just one of these things where you're just going to have to be a little bit careful with him going forward. So he's out. Duran, Turner, Devers, Casas, Duvall, Verdugo, Arroyo, Wong, Chang is at shortstop, and your pitcher is James Paxton. And as we said, all eyes are on James Paxton. And just a quick note, you're going to want to follow the Sox Booth account. Always a good follow at Sox Booth. And for a good reason, because once again, we have a great poll question, the Diesel Direct question of the day. That's at Diesel_Direct question of the day. It's going to be announced. The results are going to be announced in the 7th inning of tonight's broadcast. The question today, which position player has exceeded your expectations more this season? You have Justin Turner, Jarren Duran, Masa Yoshida, or Tristan Casas. I think that's a really, really good one. You know what? When I think of that sort of question, that's a put mushrooms and the peppers on the grill type of question. Let's go. I'm gonna vote right now. I'm gonna tell you who I can vote. Tell everybody who I'm gonna vote for. Who has exceeded expectations? I'm gonna say right now. You can go with anybody, but Justin Turner is a better player than I thought he would be. And I know he probably isn't going to win this, but so what? It's a fun game to go. All right, speaking of fun, it's been a blast being on this pregame show. This has been the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Thank you, Justin Turpin. Thank you for all your guidance throughout this thing. And also Lou Merlone jumping on board. And, of course, Will Fleming with a great interview with Alex Cora. This is a big one. You got to keep pace with the Blue Jays. You can't take steps back. You have to keep moving forward, especially with the trade deadline just a couple days away. Giants versus Red Sox. James Paxton on the hill. Will Fleming, Lou Merlone on the call. Enjoy the game, everybody.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
When you stay at a Vrbo, the host doesn't stay with you. Because a vacation home with a stranger sounds a little bit like a horror movie. Only whole vacation homes, always private. Book on the Vrbo app.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the right addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing, together millions of things for our planet. Water sports are a great summer activity and can be eco-friendly too. Avoid activities like jet skiing or water skiing, opting for activities like kayaking or paddleboarding instead. Swimming, snorkeling, and diving are great activities too, and have virtually no impact on the environment. And use sunscreen labeled Reef Safe to help protect marine wildlife. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
6 rings and football things.
Trent Brown. Listen, if the running game's going to work, if you want Mac Jones to stay upright, be healthy for 17 games. You need 2018 Trent Brown, or you just need his giant wall of humanity to perform for whatever that next contract is. Whoever, wherever it's going to be, don't care right now. Just attempt to really play and be the giant human you are. Yes.
Can I interject a better case scenario question, or more likely type question here at Trent Brown? We both put him in our best case scenario top 5. Mm-hmm. Better chance that come December, Trent Brown is a top 5, or in your case, top 3 player on the Patriots, or that he's not on the Patriots?
60-40 not on.
I think this is a minefield that could explode.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Subscribe to 6 Rings and Football Things, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Sustainable. Infrastructure. Few words combined have bigger business implications. At Black & Veatch, we believe the best way to approach it is the big way. By big thinking and even bigger follow-through. So keep thinking up big ideas. What if 0 drops of water went to waste? What if sustainability goals became sustainability givens? From there, we'll handle what next.
Where easy listening goes all electric. The all-electric BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, Grand Slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. CCLCO.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Lou Merlone.
On a sunsplash Saturday afternoon on the shores of the San Francisco Bay, we welcome you to yet another edition of Red Sox baseball on the radio. This afternoon, the Red Sox look to make it 6 consecutive wins against the slumping Giants, and Boston hands the baseball to one of their true aces this season, the left-hander James Paxton. On the other side, Gabe Kapler. It is a true bullpen day for the Giants. They'll go with the right-hander Ryan Walker to begin things here on an absolutely spectacular game and day for baseball. Will Fleming and Lou Merlone welcoming you to really one of the best scenes in all of big league baseball, let alone pro sports. It is just gorgeous here in San Francisco, and it has been gorgeous, Lou, for these Red Sox. They got Paxton on the mound today. Good one from Cutter in the bullpen yesterday. But the story is the offense, and in particular, it is the first baseman, Tristan Casas, who moves way up in the lineup today. There's no Masataka Yoshida. Casas, for the third time in his career, is going to bat cleanup, and that feels like a momentous decision by Alex Cora for the hottest hitter on planet Earth.
Yeah, I think it's deserved. I mean, we were talking about it for the last couple of days as far as, how long can you leave him down that 6th, 7th spot? I mean, at this point, you got to almost try to get him some protection, get him in the middle of this order. Now you got two big lefties in Yoshida and Devers, so it's like, how do you slide him in there? But today with Yoshida out, he's in the 4-hole. He was the offense last night. Duvall had a good day, too, with a couple of doubles. But he continues to hit the ball, I think, at a very high rate. And we're almost at the point, Will, where we've talked so much about since May 1st that now you can just talk about the entire year. I mean, the average is still, maybe not as high as you'd like, 256, but from where this kid has come, he's been hitting over 300 since May 1st, and it's been fantastic to watch.
It is hard lately not to view everything James Paxton does through the lens of the trade deadline, which, of course, comes in just a few days from now. But I think, Lou, you talk to the people around this team, there's so much belief, there's so much positive momentum, it is still eminently possible that things could happen. But you just feel like the way Paxton is going in this club, I think the calculus around him has changed.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about it right now with where they are. And a lot of the guys that are coming back, Story is close. Sale is close. You got Houck and Whitlock throwing bullpens as well. They're maybe a week or two off, whatever it may be, or a couple weeks off. So you're starting to really add some guys to this team. They feel good about it. Paxton, the conversation a week ago was it'd be tough to turn down the prospects you may get in return, to the point where now you look at this team and you might think twice about it.
Speaking of Paxton, here's the lineup that Alex Cora submits for him, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. You know that is in the cleanup spot, but customary, Justin Turner off his feet today, but still in there. He bats second. He is the DH. Devers, the third baseman, he is at first base. Then Adam Duvall, the center fielder, bats fifth. Alex Verdugo finally broke out of a long 0 for last night with a hit. He's in right field batting sixth. Christian Arroyo, back where it all began for him in the major leagues, is at second base batting seventh. Connor Wong catches, bats eighth. And Yu Chang is the shortstop batting ninth. Austin Slater, Wilmer Flores, and J.D. Davis, the first three for Gabe Kapler. Then the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Center fielder, Luis Matos. The DH, Michael Conforto. 7-8-9, Marco Luciano. The shortstop, then Casey Schmidt at second. And Mike Yastrzemski. Yes, Yaz is in right field. Time and temperature brought to you by Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today. 866-90-NATION. Or go online at windownation.com. It is just an absolutely ideal day for a ball game. Now, it can be hard on the hitters this time of day in the bright sunshine by the bay. It reflects off the bleachers. We will have shadow issues as we go along. But as we begin, as Jarren Duran stands in, 70 degrees, an absolutely postcard day by the bay. Red Sox today will go in the road gray uniforms, where the Giants counter with their Saturday black tops above white pants. Jarren is into the left-handed batter's box. Ryan Walker throws the first pitch of the ballgame, and Duran grounds it on the right side. The second baseman, Schmidt, has it on one pitch. Duran is gone. Not waiting around, and with Walker one out in his back pocket, here comes Justin Turner.
Yeah, Walker, he's pretty filthy. Kind of reminds you a lot of a guy like Tanner Houck. He has that closed stance. He really throws across his body. It'd be tough on a right-handed hitter. Got that sinker-slider mix. It's been opening now for these guys 6 different times, and this San Francisco Giant team is 6-0 when he does that.
And these Giant fans, they remember Justin Turner. The pitch to him is a fastball that is called a strike on the outside corner. Always a slow trigger from this home plate umpire. Manny Gonzalez is at first with Junior Valentine behind the dish. The 0-1 is another strike on the inside corner. He lets the hitters know with his voice, but he is quite late signal with the right hand. 0-2 to Turner.
Yeah, good slider, sinker slider. Tough AB for righties.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a drive into the gap in left center field, and this is down. That'll get more boos for Turner in San Francisco. Another double for JT. He glides into second base. A 2-strike double for Justin Turner.
Well, that's nice. I've seen it many times. There's no panic at all with this guy when he gets 2 strikes on him. This was a slider that kind of starts right at his hip. Ends up probably in off the plate. Turner just clears it out. He stays inside the baseball, drives it to left center. Little 1-out double piece for Justin Turner.
It's 25th double. And something tells me this man, Rafi Devers, is due for a huge day here. The pitch to him is a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Rafi comes in on a power surge, although he was 0 for 4 last night. 0-1 to Devers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. And that was another one of those good sliders. And Rafi looking uncomfortable. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Walker as an opener has got a 3.86 ERA. He's only gone, 9 1/3, but he went 2 2/3 the last time out against Oakland through 40 pitches. So he can try to get a couple innings. Maybe one time through the order.
Turner at second with 1 down. 0-2 to Devers, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball on the right side. Schmidt to his lefty gloves. He spins. He throws the first in time. Very nice play to get Devers. That looked ticketed for right field, but instead, great defense, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, Schmidt showed good range. I thought this ball was going to get through, but pretty quick getting to it. Catches it about 5-6 feet in that outfield grass. Spins. Good accurate throw to first base, but it's a pretty nice range. It almost snuck through there for that first run.
All right, here now, Tristan Casas, the Red Sox. Babe Ruth at the moment on an unbelievable tear. A left-handed slugger. Pitch to him is inside. Ball 1 in the Safe Light Auto Glass part of the order. When a Red Sox batter, 3 through 6, belts a home run. Safe Light donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Casas homered last night. He's got 4 of those in his last 6 games. Here's the 1-0. That is a strike right on the black. Perfect pitch, and it's 1-1.
He mentioned those 4 home runs he's got in the last 6 days. 2 of them off Max Scherzer, 1 off Spencer Strider, and then last night off Logan Webb. It's pretty good company.
I would say so. 1-1. Ryan Walker not quite in that class. Turner leading at third. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. That was another good pitch. On the black 1-2, Casas will take time. Since the All-Star break, he's the best hitter in baseball. It's just that simple. He's got the best slugging average. Since the All-Star break, his OPS is 1707.
Okay.
He's also hitting .472 in that time. He's rocketed his numbers up. Left-handed slugger who made a real impression on the Giants front office yesterday. Now 16 homers and 40 driven in. 1-2 pitch. That's outside. Another good take. Slider, and it's 2-2.
Well, we said it when that game was hit, and he hit that ball to left center, 435. Not many guys go there. Cora, after the game, mentioned one man, Barry Bonds. He played, obviously, in the Dodgers against Barry for a while, too. And I think a lot of people around this stadium who cover the Giants agreed you don't see many balls hit that far up.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Really good slider, and the inning is over. We told you it's a tough time to hit in the bright sunshine on a San Francisco afternoon. Turner doubles. He is left at third. We go to the bottom half. The Big Maple, James Paxton, to the mound in a scoreless game in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When you stay at a Vrbo vacation home, the host doesn't stay with you. So when you share an inside joke, sunscreen, or couch, it will only be with people you want to be there. Because without privacy in your vacation home, it isn't really a vacation, is it? Only whole vacation homes. Always private. Book on the Vrbo app.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Hey, it's James Paxton. This is the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
James Paxton, for the 13th time in the Red Sox uniform, takes the mound in the bottom of the first. Red Sox did not score. Austin Slater is really the Giants' Rob Refsnyder. He's in there all the time against lefties. Although James Paxton is so devastating on right-handed hitters. The big maple is ready to go. The left-hander throws, and the first pitch to Slater is grounded up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Not hit all that hard, but that grounder had eyes, and Austin Slater begins the first inning with a hit right back up the middle.
Well, you mentioned it, Slater 323 off of lefties. He is that Rob Refsnyder for the Giants, but been really struggling since June 22nd. He's in a $151. That's 8 for 53, so I'm sure it feels good jumping all over that first pitch.
Here now, the right-handed hitting Wilmer Flores. And on a tear. 13 homers for Flores. He takes a little bit inside. 4-1. Paxton overall, 12 starts coming in. 6-2 with a 3.46 ERA. Won 3 of his last 4. Big, tall, and left-handed. Paxton sets at his belt. He checks the runner at first and throws. And this is a shot into the gap in right center field. And no one's going to get it. It splits the difference between Verdugo and Duvall. And this is going to score a run. Verdugo's throw is cut off behind the second base bag. And coming home to score is Slater. The Giants right away lead it 1-0.
Giants coming out swinging it. Going to throw 3 pitches here and swinging the bat hard. This one here, fastball, he wanted it in. He left it out over the middle of the plate. Drives into right center field. Something we haven't seen too much of Pax. Usually that first inning, he kind of can cruise through it and stuff gets better as the game goes on. But trying to find location now here a little bit and just paid the price, the first 2 guys.
33rd RBI for Wilmer. The umpires are talking something over here. Adrian Johnson is out at second base. He's talking it over with Junior Valentine behind the plate. Now ready to go is J.D. Davis. Stands into the right-handed box. The pitch is a curveball in there for strike. Davis 259, 13 homers, 51 driven. And the Giants have really scuffled offensively of late, including last night. 3-2 Red Sox win. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Another good curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, well, you throw 3 fastballs out of the gate. 2 of them get smoked. You come back and say, okay, trying to figure out the other team's game plan. Obviously aggressive on the fastball, so Pax comes back here with 2 breaking balls to get ahead 0-2.
Giants as a team have really struggled against left-handed pitching. 0-2. That's a hard ground ball into left field past the dive of Devers. That's a knock. They will hold Flores at third. And an awful throw from Duran up the line. Good job by Wong backing that thing up. It sailed over Yu Chang at the third base bag. And 3 hits to begin the ball game off of Paxton. That one came 0-2.
Yeah, that's not the 0-2 you're looking for after like a couple of breaking balls to get ahead. Looks like he tries to throw this little slider in, but he doesn't get in enough. Like 0-2, that's not what you're looking for. You mentioned Duran comes in, tries to throw the ball to Chang at third, overthrows him. Luckily, Wong is there to back it up. And the Giants got some early action here. First and third, nobody out.
Now, the ball that Flores hit was pounded. The other 2 kind of seeing eye ground balls, and now Dave Bush, he's out on the mound. The Giants as a team coming in a .672 cumulative OPS against lefties, which was second worst in all of Big League Baseball. 3 hits to begin the game and a run in. Paxton now is in damage control mode, trying to minimize the damage. Sox at this point would trade 2 outs for a run. Here's Patrick Bailey. He takes outside from Paxton for ball 1. Bailey is a switch hitting catcher. Swing righty against Paxton. He has been in a major offensive funk. But so far this season, he's had good numbers with runners in scoring position. 375. 1-0. That's a good one. But called a ball. Looked very close. But Junior Valentine says no, and it's 2-0. Paxton has not had many first innings like this. First and third, they lead. A run in, nobody out. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball. 95 miles an hour, and it's 2-1.
That's one thing I would have liked to see on Davis after a couple of breaking balls. 0-2, right? Elevate that fastball up. He went cutter in. Got burned by it.
Paxton with 3/4 red sleeves underneath his gray jersey. Here's the 2-1. Curveball, late swing, and a foul. Down the right field line, and it's 2-2. Casas at first, Arroyo at second, Yu Chang the shortstop, but Devers at third. Duvall in center, Verdugo in right, and Duran in left. Now Paxton figures in strikeout mode here. 2-2 to Patrick Bailey. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, a spiked curveball, and because of that, Davis races up to second. It's shot away from Wong, so now the double play is no longer alive.
You mentioned it 3-2. You still want to go for the punch out here. Kind of spikes this curveball in the dirt. Really good jump by Davis at first base, recognizing that. Now the infield kind of comes in to kind of halfway, maybe a hard hit ball. Figure got a guy in Flores at second, the third base rather doesn't run great.
3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. A huge pitch for James Paxton. Finally the first out. Boy, did he need that. They stay at second and third for Luis Matos. And Lou, I mean, overall the numbers for Paxton phenomenal. He's had 2 hiccups. One against the Angels, one against the Chicago Cubs. And here today he's trying to avoid what happened in each of those where things just kind of snowballed early.
Now the infield comes in here with 1 out against Matos.
Taking the gamble. Is a strike on the inside corner. Fastball, 95, and it's 0-1.
You mentioned that Cubs outing out of the gate. Remember, he cruised for 2, and all of a sudden the third inning just fell apart. Walk, hit, Batman walk to start the inning, gave up 6. But a real encouraging comeback game against the Mets last week. He went 6 strong again, 2 earned runs.
Here's the 0-1. That one bounces in. He does not have great feel right now. He spiked 2 curveballs.
Well, we've seen it from him. It just he usually gets through the first, but he's mentioned it before. Cora's talked about a lot about it. His stuff kind of plays better as the game goes on. But he's struggling to kind of limit the damage here in the first.
He says he will know after an inning or two whether it's the curveball or the slider that will work better for him. 1-1 pitch. That's a chopper to third. Devers snares it. Runners hold. Raffy throws to first in time, and the infield in pays off. 2 down.
That's a couple of big outs there for Pax. And now you got 2 outs, second and third. Well, you'd love to get out of this thing here, only giving up a run the way this game started to really limit the damage. It's a big at-bat here in Conforto.
Who has seen Paxton the second most of any other Giant hitters. 2 for 8 in his career. Second and third, infield backs up with 2 down. Pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball to the right side. Casas backhands. Covering is Paxton, but Tristan takes it himself. Beautiful job there by Paxton to minimize the damage. That could have been a whole lot worse. Giants have a run in after 1-0 San Francisco on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot. Why? Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why? Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
When you stay at a Verbo, you always get the whole home. Not part of it, but the whole upstairs, the whole downstairs, the whole fridge, the whole backyard, and the whole nap room. Because is it really a vacation home if you have to share it with the host? Only whole vacation homes. Always all yours. Book on the Vrbo app.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the second inning we go, and all things considered, a great job by James Paxton to keep the Giants to only the one run. They had that with nobody out in first and third, and that was it. For the Red Sox in this second inning, it'll be Duvall, Verdugo, and Arroyo, two former Giants and a former Dodger in the Herb Chambers batting order. Sponsored by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro. Duvall has really started to swing the bat. Game last night, ripped one down the left field corner, very deep and off the wall. Two doubles. Says feeling almost as good as he did on that incredible tear in April. Right-handed hitter digs in, Walker throws, and Duvall takes low, a fastball, and it's 1-0. Duvall comes in, 265, 8 homers, 28 driven in, and what's amazing is he's played 42 games and he's got 14 doubles. That's like a Duran clip. The 1-0 is a strike on the outside corner.
Boy, Walker's just pounding the zone. 14 pitches now. That's 12 strikes. That sinker slider really working.
Sort of a closed-off stretch stance. The 1-1 to Duvall is a little outside. Good take, and it's 2-1. Adam told us last night that he met his wife down in San Jose. He's with his in-laws here this week in the Bay Area. A lot of fond memories of the place where it all began for Duvall. 2-1 is a strike on the inside corner. Very close pitch, but it's 2-2.
Well, he's got a lot of movement, doesn't he, on this fastball? You can see what I was talking about, a Tanner Houck type look, 3/4. Really slings it, good sink, good slider. He's been good for them out of the bullpen, but they've used him now, like I said, the 7th time he's been an opener.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Resplendent afternoon. The pitch is to the backstop. Slider. He did not nearly swing. The home plate umpire, Junior Valentine, asks for an appeal, but he hardly moved his hands. And it's 3-2. Giants already have bullpen action going. Jacob Junis, the right-hander's throwing. This is going to be a true bullpen day for them.
Yeah, they got a couple guys down there. So, Sean Manaea, his days out in Oakland, he's a starting pitcher, so he's also available. They used him for some bulk sometimes.
3-2 is pop foul into the seats on the first base side. DeSclafani could pitch today. They got a lot of options, do the Giants.
Yeah, those two guys both have been some bulk guys that go multiples.
Not dissimilar to what the Red Sox do with Pivetta and Murphy. Likely to see Nick tomorrow.
Looks like Manaea is up with him.
3-2. Swinging a pop-up. Foul side of first. Coming down the line is Flores. Catcher Bailey flips the mask off, and in foul territory, he's there to make the play. One down, and here comes Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo broke a slump last night. He was 0 for 21. He got a knock in his second at bat. And really, with all this offensive explosion with so many Red Sox in the month of July, especially since the All-Star break, he's been really, really quiet. Dropped down in the order. Be great to get his bat going.
Blue Jays have already beaten the Angels today. Here's the pitch to Doogie, and a fastball misses outside for ball 1. I promise I'll stop talking about this, but to me, umpires should not be allowed to wait this long to signal whether it's a ball or strike. Here's the 1-0. That is in there, strike, and it's 1-1. And it's not for me, although it does annoy me, but you got almost 40,000 people in the ballpark wondering where the pitch is.
Yeah, it definitely annoys us.
1-1 to Verdugo. Giants with a 1-0 lead. The pitch is a strike. I think a called strike. Verdugo stopped his swing, but a little slider at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2.
I always felt Tim McClellan was the worst.
Yeah.
Remember big, tall Tim McClellan. But he would just verbal. The catcher knew, the hitter knew. A lot of times on strike three, the catcher throws it to third, the hitter walks to the dugout, and then you see him signal it out. It was a verbal cue in the box, but...
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul back. That was a better-looking cut from Alex Verdugo, which sounds strange on a foul ball, but I don't know about you, Lou. It felt to me for a couple weeks now, his swing, which is so natural and pure, has been off balance.
Yeah, it has. The timing has been really off. He's behind fastballs, out in front of breaking balls.
Here's another one, misses into him, and it's 2-2.
His timing was on point for 2.5 months. And by that, it's just, in hitters' counts, he'll turn on a fastball, but gets deep into accounts, a fastball to left, it's breaking balls pull side. That's when you know you're on point.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul on the third base side. Look, on the 27th day of June, he was hitting .307. 20 games since, really has fallen off. 135 in that time. What's amazing is, even in spite of the 20-game slump, he's still got the fourth most doubles in the American League. 2-2. Soft ground ball foul, and this is better and better from Verdugo. This is the kind of at-bat, result notwithstanding, that we saw for 3 months.
Yeah, we started seeing the last few weeks just bad at-bats, right? 3-pitch strikeouts or 4-pitch strikeouts and slow rollers. These are the type of at-bats we saw for the first 3 months.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great slider from Walker. Good battle from Verdugo, but he's gone. And 2 down for Christian Arroyo.
It's a good slider. Probably ended up in off the plate, but there's so much movement on this slider here from Walker. It's tough to lay off, and I think it's going to end up in off the dish.
Here is Christian Arroyo. Made his major league debut with these Giants in 17. He smashes one foul down the left field line. 2017 was kind of a purgatory era for the San Francisco Giants. They'd won the 3 championships, 10, 12, and 14. But that core of Posey and Bumgarner and Kane and Crawford had started to age a little bit. 0-1 to Arroyo. And that misses inside, and it's 1-1. And these Giant fans were expecting the next wave of young talent. Arroyo was a centerpiece first-round pick in that world. And it just didn't quite work out here. Traded to the Rays for Longoria. Here's a shot high into left field, but it'll hang up. Coming in is Austin Slater. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. Ryan Walker has done a very nice job for a couple of innings. James Paxton looking to settle down at the bottom of the second. 1-0 Giants in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
The all-new Toyota Prius looks nothing like you've ever seen before.
You need to describe the Prius to people?
Oh, got it. Here we go! Wowzers!
I give up.
The all-new Prius. It's indescribable now. Toyota. Let's go places. Vehicle inventory may be limited. Check with your Toyota dealer.
When you stay at a Verbo, you always get the whole home. The whole upstairs, the whole downstairs, and the whole nap room. Only whole vacation homes. Always all yours. Book on the Verbo app.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together, millions of things for our planet. Water sports are a great summer activity and can be eco-friendly too. Avoid activities like jet skiing or water skiing, opting for activities like kayaking or paddle boarding instead. Swimming, snorkeling, and diving are great activities too, and have virtually no impact on the environment. And use sunscreen labeled Reef Safe to help protect marine wildlife. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the bottom of the second, San Francisco leading the Red Sox 1-0. Marco Luciano got his first major league hit last night. They're going to carry it forward here to begin the bottom of the second. Luciano, Schmidt, and Yastrzemski in the Herb Chambers batting order. You're going to hear a lot of Taylor Swift in the ballpark today because she is in town down at the home of the San Francisco 49ers down in Santa Clara as Luciano takes a fastball outside for ball one. Told you the Blue Jays won their ball game earlier today. Alejandro Kirk had a monstrous day as Luciano swings over the top of a pitch from Paxton, and it's 1-1. 6-1. Blue Jays over the Angels.
Good change up there from Paxton.
1-1
early.
That is another strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, I think he's kind of mixing it up here a lot more after those first couple of hitters jumped all over fastballs the first three pitches of the game. You've seen changeup, curveball, cutter.
Here's the 1-2. He does not have the curveball. Yeah, that's the third one he's bounced in there, and it's 2-2 to Luciano.
Yeah, he hasn't found it. I wonder if you start seeing a little more, a few more changeups, with that slider, cutter that whichever he calls it.
Here's the 2-2. There's a changeup, swung on and missed. He struck him out.
Yeah, there it is. And I tell you, that's been a pretty good pitch for him. He doesn't throw it very often because, quite frankly, he usually has that curveball that he can get over for strikes. But maybe you don't have that off-speed curveball to feel for it quite yet in this game. He's gone to this changeup, and that's a good off-speed delivery for him as well.
Yeah, like I don't think Casey Schmidt, who's the batter now, is walking up to Taylor Swift wildest dream, but there he is. He fouls the first pitch back to the screen, 0-1. Swifties have rolled in. It's incredible how big a ticket that has become. Like, it's impossible to get them. The 0-1 is a little bit low. In Seattle the other day, her concert registered on the Richter scale as a 2.3 earthquake. That's a little dicey in this part of the world. 1-1 pitch. That is a curveball that bounces in. It almost hit Schmidt. Paxton does not have that pitch, and it's 2-1.
No, he's got to try to find it. And again, we go back to that off-speed changeup. Imagine paying that kind of coin for Taylor Swift and it rained all night long like it did a lot in the East Coast. Like, you just saw people out there spend all this cash, and it's just pouring all night.
Not
miserable.
Good. No, 2-1. Swinging a chopper to third. Devers, very nice pick. He throws to first in time, and they're 2 down. Now, Raffy's had a rough go defensively, but 2 really good plays today. By the way, the league leaders in Who's Circling the Drain, presented by Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, residential and commercial, at drainsbyjames.com. They give a poop about your pipes. That is a combined ovation for Mike Yastrzemski. I mean, literally everyone in the ballpark tonight is happy to see this Yaz as Paxton fires a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. It's not been a great run offensively for Yaz. He does have 11 homers and 32 driven in. Paxton throws, and he misses. I think that was the slider from him. It was a ball, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, he has 231, 11 bombs, but last 20 games hitting $130. That's 7 for 54, so a little bit of a rut here.
Here's a pitch right on the corner, and it's 1-2.
He's working that slider now on him. I know he calls it a cutter. I think it's a little bit more than just a cutter. I think it's got some depth on it, but he can call it whatever he wants. But he's got that going right now, and as this game gets going, you hopefully can get that feel for that knuckle curveball.
Here's the 1-2. That was another slider that missed outside 2-2. He's certainly different, is Paxton. And Jason Varitek, Alex Cora, Connor Wong all talk about, after a couple innings, he comes to the dugout and says, we're going with the slider, not the curveball today. The 2-2 swing and a foul back. Reared back for a good heater at 97. Yastrzemski hangs on.
Yeah, it's almost like the first 2 hitters got him off his fastball because Pax's the guy that throws that fastball 58, 59% of the time. So far in this game, only 36, a little over a third.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul. I'm not sure which of the breaking balls that was. Probably that slider cutter. Top of the zone, it's 2-2.
Are we going to go slutter? 'Cause I know the sweeper was the big takeover, and then the cutter slider kind of thing. They threw out slutter on me, so I'm not comfortable going there, though.
Might be a bridge too far for me.
I'm going to call it a slider.
2-2. That is strike 3 called. Fastball. Easy to say that. Inning over. Paxton is settled in. Strikes out a pair. 3 overall to the third. 1-0 Giants on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot. Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
When you stay at a Verbo, you always get the whole home. Not part of it, but the whole upstairs, the whole downstairs, the whole fridge, the whole backyard, and the whole nap room. Because is it really a vacation home if you have to share it with the host? Only whole vacation homes. Always all yours. Book on the Verbo app.
Some people take the straight path in life. But at Arizona State University, we respect your twists and turns. They make our online students more driven to excel in their professional lives. That's why our personalized suite of services empowers you with innovative resources and staff that sticks with you. Make your next turn with one of our 300-plus programs at ASU, a top 10 university for online bachelor's programs. Tap to learn more or visit us at asuonline.asu.edu.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Ryan Walker, who's been great, is going to continue in the game at least for a hitter or two in the third. Giants bullpen is active, but why not stick with this guy who's been so good? To see Wong, Chang, and Duran in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood and Lincoln of Westboro. When Verdugo struck out, that completed the Safelite Autoglass part of the order. Red Sox batters 3 through 6 blast a home run. Safelite donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank.
There you go. Leave Walker in here for Wong and Chang. The question is Manai, who's getting up in that bullpen, does he come in for Duran or do you let this guy face Turner? Tough on righties. Why not leave him in?
Here's the pitch to Wong. He's quietly been very good of late. And that is a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. You said it coming into this inning, and it's true. Chang and Wong both really struggle with breaking stuff. And Walker's had a great slider. Here is a slider that misses outside, 1-1. A little different lineup without Yoshida. More right-handed for the Red Sox today. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner. Fastball, 1-2.
Yeah, it's tough with this slider. You're almost looking for, it's got to start at your hip for it to be a strike. If it starts inner half even or gets the plate, it's going to be off the dish. So you sort of setting your sights kind of inner half, and then he paints with that 95 away, and that just freezes you all day long.
It has been impressive. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up into shallow right field. Back in it goes Casey Schmidt. Yastrzemski comes in. Schmidt doesn't see it. Yaz does. It's going to be that kind of an afternoon. High sky as we approach the 5 o'clock hour. Yastrzemski makes the play. 1 down, and here comes Yu Chang.
Yeah, you're looking at those shadows behind the players, and right now that you mentioned, that ball just went straight up to the infield. Schmidt, second baseman, didn't even see it. Judging by this, I could see balls like left center. It's going to be tough, given where this sun placement is in this field.
Not too long, we'll have shadows around home plate. Here's Yu Chang. He swings at a slider and misses. It's 0-1. Subaru of New England scoreboard. 6-1 Blue Jays win over the LA Angels, who seem to be going all in down the stretch, and they've gotten cold since that time. 0-1, another swing and a miss. You figure he won't see anything other than that. 2 sliders, 2 strikes. Subaru summer finally here. Make it a Subaru summer in a 2023 Subaru. Duran out on deck, going 2 to Chang. Here's the pitch. That is a slider outside. 1-2. Chang 0 for his last 6. But he's been productive. 1-2 outside. Good take.
Yeah, listen, he solidified short defensively. And, he had a game when he got a knock and a walk, a big walk, actually, that started a rally a couple days ago against the Braves. And anything offensive you get from him is a plus. Just go out and catch it.
2-2. Low and in. A fastball, and it's 3-2. We will not have that same expectation of the man who expects to return to play shortstop in about 5 days.
Yeah, Trevor Story hopefully back when this team returns to Boston.
3-2. Chang swings and misses. He goes to a knee on a nasty slider, and they're 2 away.
Although, when Story does come back, he has missed an awful lot here all year long. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. His cap's going to go to Minaya. So offensively, I think he'll struggle a little bit. Just go out there and play some good defense. And I think there's some added pop, obviously, with Trevor Story.
He just keeps on doing it down at the AAA level. He'd be in there again today for the Woo Sox. We'll get you an update on that. Ryan Walker was awesome. Through the first time against the Red Sox lineup, only 1 hit, the Turner double. He leaves with the Giants ahead 1-0. Gets you further caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. The Yankees and Orioles are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Anthony Santander hit a walk-off homer last night. So they're in the 2nd inning at Camden Yards. Royals lead the Twins 4-0. White Sox are in a fire sale mode, lead the Guardians 1-0. And Houston fell to Tampa Bay last night. It is 2-0 Astros in the bottom of the 2nd. We'll tell you about Sean Manaea, who's had some historic outings in the Bay Area. He's got the long flowing hair. Left-hander gets warm. We'll introduce you to Manaea and Duran right after this. Shaw's in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Sean Manaea, whose hair is wavier and longer than ever before, is into his warm-up routine here. The longtime Oakland Athletic. He'll see Jarren Duran with the Giants leading 1-0. And this guy, when he's come out of the bullpen, Lou, at least the first time through, has been very effective for Gabe Kapler.
Yeah, first time through the order, hitting $193 off of him. Unfortunately, the second time it's $298 and then $400 the third time. So he's kind of giving you some bulk. And if it is that true bullpen type of day, maybe go through one time through the order again, maybe gives you 2, 3, then maybe move on to that next guy. But lefty, that 4-seamer is going to kind of sit about 94, slider, changeup.
He's given up a ton of line drives this year. Jarren Duran is good at manufacturing those. He'll try to extend the inning with 2 down. 1-0 Giants. 5 2/3 innings last Saturday. Second longest outing of the year for Manaea. The pitch to Duran is that fastball right there. On the corner, it's 0-1. Here's a pitch to Jarren that is again on the inside corner. And quickly 0-2.
We see these openers work, right, for the Red Sox, especially here recently in the last month. As a hitter, it's a tough game. I'm facing a sinker, slider, righty. Then my next at-bat's a lefty. I don't know, my next at-bat, maybe I get 2 at-bats off this guy. It could be another guy. 4 or 5 at-bats, 4 or 5 different guys. That's hard.
0-2. That is strike 3 called on the outside corner. The Red Sox, of course, well familiar with Manaea, who in that magical 2018 season no-hit the Red Sox. He retires Duran, and the Red Sox don't have anything going offensively yet today. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, 1-0 Giants on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot. Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Continue your journey at Arizona State University. Choose from more than 300 programs offered online from the nation's most innovative university. Connect with an enrollment advisor to learn about transferring credits and financial aid options. Visit asuonline.asu.edu.
The all-new Toyota Prius is unlike anything you've seen before. It looks different and feels different because now it's... And it's... Oh yeah, and now it's... It's even got a little... The all-new Prius. Now, it's exactly what you never expected. Toyota, let's go places. Vehicle inventory may be limited. Check with your Toyota dealer.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom of the third and the top of the Giants order that produced the game's only run. Austin Slater, Wilmer Flores, and J.D. Davis. In the Herb Chambers batting order, the Catchus Law Group injury report upcoming in this bottom of the third. Paxton stands tall on the mound. Into that wind he goes. And the pitch to Slater is a strike at the top of the zone. Good slider. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, that was actually the curveball. So it's nice for him to come out and get that get me over. He's really struggled with it last inning.
Here's the 0-1. That is low. It surprised me a little bit to see a stat given to us today that James Paxton, his curveball spins less than any other curveball in the game. The 1-1 bounces in. It's 2-1 in the first percentile. The lowest spin rate of any curveball, and yet it's been an effective pitch.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. You know, that high release point that he gets. Usually it's a pretty good little, I think he's got good movement on it. A lot of it's a get me over curveball early in counts or down in the zone. Get some swings on it. So, the whole movement thing, but
2-1 is a soft ground ball up the middle. Chang's got to hurry in. He gloves. He throws to first in time. Very nicely done. He has found his way in this game. That's Paxton. One down for Wilmer Flores.
Yeah, he has, but it's really a different attack mode here for James Paxton. So many times we just see fastball, just coming at you almost 60% of the time, and here it's a little bit over a third of the time. He's kind of gotten away from it a little bit, trying to feel for that off speed.
Here's the pitch to Wilmer. Strike on the outside corner. The Woo Sox had Trevor Story at shortstop today, but suspended by rain in the second inning. Here is something off speed to Flores that misses low, and it's 1-1. So that's a bad break for Boston. They want to get Trevor as many at-bats as he can before rejoining the club when we get back to Boston. 1-1. Here's a check swing. He definitely went around, and the first base umpire agrees. It's 1-2 to Wilmer Flores on the call from Manny Gonzalez. It's one of those, I know as a hitter you want an appeal. Not necessary. That went through the plate. 1-2, pop foul on the first base side.
Well, I was like a changeup that he got Flores on there, and mentioned before in this repertoire that Paxton might have his usage rate. That changeup's 5% so far here in this game. He's at 14%.
1-2. Shot into center field coming in. Duvall, he cannot get it. Another 2-strike hit for these Giants. And I think the reason he's thrown so many changeups, Lou, is he does not have feel and command for the breaking balls yet.
No, he doesn't have that knuckle curve, but the fastball, just the usage hasn't been there at all. I don't know if he doesn't feel like he's got his good fastball. We've really only seen a couple on top of the zone to get that swing and to miss. Get that location. We've seen it before. He attacks the fastball up.
Here's J.D. Davis, who singled his first time. He fouls one off. Mezzanine, middle tier here. First base side, it's 0-1. So Story not going to play a full game today since 1986. Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. You never pay unless Catches wins. 0-1. Pitch. That's high. We've both been talking to players in this Red Sox clubhouse, Lou, and it's the energy and enthusiasm around Trevor's imminent return is really palpable.
They know how great of a player that he is and how he can impact his team.
1-1. That's a little low. 2-1 to Davis.
But I go back to Story now coming in at shortstop, and I think defensively, that's where you really want to get that consistent play that you've been getting with Yu Chang at short. And then offensively, I think it's going to take some time for him.
2-1 is high, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, this is Pax now kind of fighting through this game. And the fastball command, not quite there. It's not throwing as many heaters as we normally would see, throwing more change-ups.
3-1, runner dancing away at first. The pitch is swung on a miss. Davis was looking for something other than that four-seam fastball. Awkward-looking swing, and it's 3-2. See how aggressive the Giants play. You wouldn't figure that Wilmer Flores will be off and running here. The Giants run very little. 3-2, Paxton throws, and a swing and a foul back to the screen. The Diesel Direct question of the day, brought to you by Diesel Direct. To remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. Which position player has exceeded your expectation more this season? That's on the Sox Booth Twitter account. 3-2. Curveball in the dirt. He walked him. That is such a puzzling pitch selection there from Paxton. It was ahead of Davis and loses him. And the Giants have 2 on with 1 out.
You mentioned it, that curveball. He hasn't really been throwing for many strikes. In 3-2, you go to it. Maybe you're trying to get him to commit in that fastball, maybe swing over it. It was really non-competitive curveball. If it was near the zone at all, you might have been able to get that swing and miss on it, but he just bounced it right at the dish.
This is where you do see sort of the soft underbelly of the Giants lineup. I mean, Patrick Bailey's a nice young player, but he's batting cleanup. In an offensive funk, 2 on, 1 out. The pitch is a little bit high. Ball 1. The players you can choose from, the player that has exceeded expectations, Turner, Duran, Yoshida, and Casas. What's amazing is, for me, the answer is all.
Yeah.
1-0. Here's the pitch. That is a strike. Really good off speed, and it's 1-1.
I mean, Yoshida comes from Japan. It's a complete unknown. You know the track record, but can he adjust to Major League Baseball? Jaron Duran, nobody had in the sights. The way he's played this year has been fantastic. Casas is absolutely on a roll, and Turner's settled in beautifully in that role.
1-1 with 1 down. The pitch is inside, cutter. And Paxton's struggles continue. It's 2-1. I mean, it's crazy because Casas and Duran have set the world on fire. They are phenomenal right now. I might be inclined to answer Turner. Explain that in a moment. 2-1. First and second, they lead with 1 out. Here's the pitch. It was yanked. The fastball that misses inside. It's 3-1. So unlike Paxton.
Yeah, he's fighting it here today. Doesn't have his good stuff. Still trying to minimize the damage here early on in this game. Just trailing 1-0.
2 on, 1 out. Big pitch here. 3-1. He throws. Foul ball. That was awkward from Bailey. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Fleming, Lou Merlone on the shores of San Francisco Bay. Paxton trying to wiggle out of a jam. A 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Could be 2. Devers to second for 1. Relay to first. 2. Double play. James Paxton's best friend on this beautiful afternoon. For the second time today, he pitches out of a huge spot. And because of it, the Red Sox stay within 1. After 3, 1-0 Giants on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot. Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Looking for a deal on your next vehicle? Then you have to visit Flood Ford. Our team is committed to going above and beyond to make the car buying process easy and stress-free. Stop in and shop a variety of F-150 models, all with transparent pricing, no markups, no games. What you see is what you pay. And every vehicle is backed by our Flood Advantage plan. You get free dent repair, free windshield repair, free key replacement, and so much more. In the market to upgrade, we'll give you top dollar for your trade-in. We buy all makes and models. And when you need to service your vehicle, we have you covered with convenient pickup and delivery, a courtesy shuttle, and certified technicians you can trust. Whether you're a lifelong Ford driver or looking to make the switch, there's never been a better time or place to get behind the wheel of a new Ford than right now at Flood Ford. Make the drive for a better buying experience today. Visit us in East Greenwich or Narragansett, or shop online anytime at floodauto.com.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Sean Manaea gets a clean inning as we go to the top of the fourth. Red Sox got some big pitches from James Paxton, who today really does not have his best stuff. It's 1-0 San Francisco. And being greeted with boos is the man with the only Red Sox hit thus far. It's Justin Turner. Turner, Devers, and Casas in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers Volvo Cars of Norwood. JT doubled into the gap in left center field his first time. 25th double this season. Manaea, big, bushy, curly hair, fires, and Turner takes outside for ball one.
Well, it's been a battle here for 3 innings. Red Sox really got nothing going here against Ryan Walker, the opener, other than that Turner double. And Paxton just...
1-0 is swung on and missed.
Pax really hasn't felt it, right? First 3 innings. Not like himself with that overpowering fastball. The curveball really has been ineffective. Not able to throw strikes with it, but he's gotten out of that. Just 1-0 here after 3.
Wind today is blowing out to left. The 1-1 is way outside into the backstop. Lost control of that pitch, and it's 2-1. Here's a swing and a foul by Turner, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The reason I say that I'd probably vote for Turner is that that's how awesome he's been. And I think he's one of these rare players you have to see him every day to fully appreciate. 2-2 is foul back. The impact that he's had up and down the lineup, the quality of the at-bat, the number of clutch hits, and really, frankly, Lou, I think that a lot of the success that Casas and Duran have had is related to conversations they've had with Turner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside.
Well, I remember in camp talking about Devers, and everybody's worried about protection and no JD and no Bogarts. And he said Justin Turner's going to hit behind Devers. He's our best right-handed hitter. He's an all-around great hitter. And he's proven just that here so far this year.
3-2, swing and a miss. He got him. So Turner goes down, a long at bat, but won by Manaea. He's seen 2 Red Sox hitters. Struck them both out, so here comes Raffy. Fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup 877 Cars for Kids. Devers pops up the first pitch on the left side of the infield. Luciano and Schmidt come together, and the giant rookie shortstop makes the play on 1 pitch after the long Turner at bat. Raffy's gone 2 down. So here now Tristan Casas. Tristan struck out swinging his first time. A man who's just lit the world on fire. Batting cleanup today. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch from Manaea is a strike. A fastball right on the corner, and it's 0-1. Walmart stepping up to the plate. For every Walmart wall ball, they'll donate $100 to the American Diabetes Association. Duvall on deck, 0-1 to Casas. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up on the right side. The first baseman, Flores, coming down the line in foul territory. Now back inside the chalkies there to make the play. And very quietly go the Red Sox. And in the fourth, 3 up, 3 down. Bottom half is next. Paxton and the Sox trailing the Giants 1-0. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Verbo Vacation Homes come with 24/7 live support. So if you ever need anything, you can reach a real person in about a minute. Because if it's 4 a.m. and you need assistance, the last thing you want to do is wait to talk to a robot.
Hey, how can I help?
After all, live support is an amenity every vacation home should have. Verbo, private vacation rentals for you and your people.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox have had a frustrating day offensively. James Paxton is on the mound. You'll see the young rookie, Luis Matos, then Michael Conforto, and Marco Luciano in the Herb Chambers batting order for the San Francisco Giants. Will Fleming and Lou Merlone. On a beautiful day for baseball, the Shadows have now made their way on the warning track behind home plate. That will only get worse for the hitters as Matos rips one on a line to short, but caught by Yu Chang. Well, one away, and Lou, Paxton is still really searching to find it here today.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he can kind of get through this one rather quickly, sitting on 55 pitches right now, but he just hasn't been able to find it. You know, that good power fastball, the usage, the way we usually see this guy go out and throw the baseball has been a little bit off. More changeups, less fastballs.
Here's the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. That's a good fastball on the corner, strike one. Conforto bounced out to Casas his first time. I mean, Conforto was a great player with the New York Mets. Here's the 0-1. That is a strike on the inside corner. In fact, Lou, for several years now, he's kind of been linked with the Red Sox. And they're in the market for some outfield help. He's been a little bit hot and cold here in San Francisco. And one thing we've noticed the first 2 days, I mean, the foot speed is just gone.
Oh, my God. Hit that ground ball to Casas. I was going to think Paxton had to cover, but he got there pretty easily. We know Casas isn't exactly the fastest guy.
Here's the 0-2. That is a little bit outside, and it's 1-2. It is so fun to be here in this ballpark. I've seen so many family and friends. We got some young and old in the booth with us as we speak. The 1-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. Marcus Nordvik, Adrian Aguilera, and their sons Nico and Odin are with us in the booth. You were kind enough to yield your seat, Lou. That's
Sure.
a real team play.
Well, sometimes I like standing up, you know, kind of keep the feet moving a little bit. It's a beautiful view, too. Just standing up, looking out over the bay.
It is. 1-2 is swung on, I think.
Oh.
No, they say Conforto checked. Man, that was a good breaking pitch, but Conforto is said to have held up. It's 2-2.
It is. Now we'll see with that breaking ball down. If he has that fastball, he just saw the one before at 96 up in the zone to get the swing and miss.
Here's the 2-2. Swinging a little looper into shallow center field. Racing in Duvall. He cannot get there. Plays it on one hop. That's not a bad pitch from Paxton, but a little snake bitten and another 2-strike hit for the Giants.
Yeah, I like to see this fastball up in the zone a little bit more. It's kind of belt high. Just not seeing the swing and miss on that pitch here today. Only 15 swings on that fastball, only 2 swings and misses.
So unlike him. He clearly does not have confidence in that pitch today. Marco Luciano is the hitter, and he cannot stop his swing on a breaking ball at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1. I mean, it's really weird, Lou, that he's been able to pitch out of so much trouble because Paxton really has very little today by his standards. 0-1, double play depth behind him. Here's the pitch, and that's a looper, trouble down the right field line. That is in there, and that is likely to be extra bases. Verdugo, foot first slide, nice play, throws to second, but offline, and Marco Luciano has his first extra base hit as a big leaguer, and more trouble. The Giants have him at second and third.
Yeah, he just fought off this fastball that was up and in, just stayed inside of it, dropped that line drive down the right field line, but I'll tell you, this is a nice play by Verdugo. It's tricky in that corner. He slides in and gets it on one hop. Could have very easily scooted by him, which would allow the Conforto, who doesn't run very well, still could have scored from first. Verdugo does a nice job, though, cutting it off with the infield in now here with 1 out.
I do think that is a run-saving play, and for the second time in the game, Red Sox bring the infield in with second and third. Here is a cutter on the inside corner for strike 1.
How many times has Pax been in this position? I don't know, last inning was still first and second, but he was struggling to find it. You go back to that first, was in this spot, got that big strikeout.
Schmidt is 6 for his last 63. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft dribbler foul on the third base line. Schmidt grounded out to Devers his first time. I mean, we're so used to Paxton having the overpowering fastball and command of all of his off speed. And he would tell you right now he doesn't have a feel for really any of his weapons. 0-2. Infield drawn in. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot. Caught at first by Casas. The infield drawn in pays off for a second time. Tristan on the spot, and they're 2 away.
Well, that's just good positioning. I mean, he's playing in that first base, second base hole, really off that base. This easily could have been a line drive to right to score 2. Costa sticks that glove out, makes a nice catch, and now Paxton again, 1 hitter away, 2 outs. Second and third from getting out of this thing. Limiting the damage.
It is so hard to pitch in and out of trouble like this as Yaz stands in and he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard in a moment, but for now all the focus is right here and right now. 1-0 to Mike Yastrzemski. They lead at second and third. Here's the pitch. That is outside. Little cutter. And it's 2-0. You really do want to go at Yastrzemski here. You got the right-handed Slayer, Austin Slater, on deck.
Yeah, and Slater, we mentioned before, hits lefties well. He's leading off here today.
2-0. Here's the pitch. That is high, a fastball, and it's 3-0.
He's flirting with it now, isn't he?
And by the same token, you don't want to just lay one in there to Yastrzemski. He's got power. 3-0. Outfield deep. 2 down the pitch. That is a strike. Yastrzemski thought he had ball 4, but it looked like it was on the inside corner, and it's 3-1. Shadows now about 10 feet behind home plate. For now, at least a little bit easier for the hitter. 3-1. Here it is. That is outside ball 4. Now that is such an unforced error from Paxton. Another sign that he does not have it today. Just flirting with so much trouble here. Dave Bush, the Red Sox pitching coach, is going to come out and talk things over. I mean, when he's confident, Lou, he's attacking Yastrzemski and every hitter in this order, but he stayed away from him, and now the bases are loaded.
Yeah, he tried to get ahead with a couple of cutters away, missed, couldn't locate a fastball, and once again, he's still just fighting it. One pitch away, though, from really getting out of another big jam here.
This feels like one of those spots early on where the whole game might be on the line. I mean, this is exactly the guy that Gabe Kapler wants up in this moment, Austin Slater. In the first inning, the Giants had first and third no outs, didn't score anymore. Third inning, 2 in scoring position. Loaded up here in the 4th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That may be the best curveball he's thrown all day, and it's 0-1.
Well, it's a good time to break it out. You're right. This feels like a really big hitter in this spot, even though it's early in the fourth. Offense for the Sox been quiet. San Fran's been a lot of traffic on the base paths.
0-1. That is close, but called a ball. Kind of right where Paxton wanted to throw it. It's 1-1.
That's good location there, and that fastball up and in.
2 down, bases loaded. 1-0. Giants are trying to break the game open right here. Paxton sets the 1-1. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Laid on a heater, 96 miles an hour, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, wait for him to find that pitch. I like that pitch for him up in that zone. That's where you can kind of get that swing and misses. That's where he missed when Conforto was down. Fought it off the center.
They've had a lot of 2-strike hits. See if Paxton can put Slater away. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a hard grounder foul outside of third. He was way in front of a cutter, Lou. 1-2 after that swing. Where does Paxton go here?
Still like that elevated fastball. It's still 96, 97. Up out of the zone. You got 1-2. You got a pitch to play with. If nothing else, you can change the eye level.
Giants lead at every base. 1-2 with 2 down. The pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Slater sort of offered, then held up. And it's 2-2. Huge moment right here. Sox won game 1. They've taken 5 straight. Something happened there with Connor Wong. The home plate umpire, Junior Valentine, giving him a little break as he goes for a walk. And Alex Cora now shouting from the first base dugout. I don't know what this could be about. Are they seeing something from James Paxton?
I don't know what it was, but you're right. Valentine was talking to Wong almost like he wasn't happy with something Connor did.
Paxton's got to lock it in right here. 2-2. Here's the pitch. High. He misses. And the count is full. And the string is out.
That's a big pitch here. That ball, fastball up and away. Just missed the strike zone. Big at bat with the runners moving here.
Here we go. They'll be off from every base. 3-2. The bases loaded. The pitch. Swing and a foul into the second deck on the first base side. And it stays 3-2. Slater in his 46th game. Not a big strikeout victim. Only 31 this season. Everybody on their feet at Oracle Park. 3-2. The pitch. Swinging a high fly into right field, and it will hang up for Verdugo. He is there to make the play, and the inning is over. James Houdini Paxton strands 3 more, and somehow, some way, the Red Sox are within a run after 4. It has not been easy. 1-0 Giants on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
There's nothing I love more than a good summer road trip, and no matter where we're exploring, we always have our favorite road trip essential, Sunkist Soda. They have every tasty shade under the sun, but my personal favorite is the new Sunkist Watermelon Lemonade Soda. It's the ultimate road trip beverage, lightly sweet and tart with a splash of fun. It tastes like the perfect combination of sunshine and summertime. So get ready to splash into a world of flavor and try new Sunkist Watermelon Lemonade Soda exclusively at Walmart.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
It has been a tight wire act for James Paxton of the Red Sox. Adam Duvall is going to lead it off against Sean Manaea. For the Red Sox, Duvall, Verdugo, and Arroyo in the Herb Chambers batting order in this inning. That is brought to you by Herb Chambers, Honda Boston, and Honda Burlington. A delay as first base umpire is looking over into the seats behind the Red Sox dugout. Not sure what's going on there. I don't know whether fans are bothering the Red Sox players or what, but everyone, now Kyle Hudson is pointing into the seats. And I think they're trying to figure out with security what's going on down there in those seats.
I don't know what is. Do they throw something out there? Because now Flores is actually pointing to, almost like pointing to a fan. Fans are standing up. Here comes security onto the field. I don't know if they threw something at Flores. He doesn't seem too happy with his own fans.
Now this is where everyone in the stands is pointing and playing the blame game. It must be that. I mean, something must have come onto the field. Kyle Hudson is lending a hand to Manny Gonzalez and Adrian Johnson. Orange-shirted security guards going to try to sort this thing out. Well, Lou, I mean, this has been remarkable for James Paxton. Really, from the jump, he has been in trouble and has found a way to somehow allow only one run.
Yeah, in 4 innings now. He's thrown 79 pitches. The Giants have stranded 6 runners in 4 innings. They're 1 for 7 scoring position. The fact that you are down 1-0 here in the 4th inning, going into the 5th rather, is a gift. Really been sleepwalking through it.
Now the fans are cheering as clearly the responsible party has been removed from the game.
He's leaving. We got a couple guys leaving.
This is the kind of thing that normally happens at Dodger Stadium, not here. But it seems that a peace accord has been reached, and Duvall is now ready to go.
The Sox got to wake up. They need some kind of little energy boost.
Pitch to Duvall is a strike on the inside corner. It's not going to get any easier for the hitters, Lou. I mean, here come the shadows from behind home plate. This is going to be very difficult to pick up the baseball in the hitting area before long. Here's the 0-1. That is popped up on the right field side toward where the fan was just ejected. Wilmer Flores on the warning track, backpedaling, and he makes the circus catch. He almost overran that thing. In the end, he lunges back and makes a great play, and there's one down.
That ball was ticketed for the stands. And you can tell by Flores' reaction, he was shocked that it came back. You see those flags out in right field, it's blowing hard. From that Red Sox dugout down the first base line out to left field, that ball really came back. It's a nice catch by Flores.
It's just incredible, the conditions right now, as Verdugo takes a strike on the inside corner. Really almost anything in the air is going to be a...
And then the flags go still.
0-1 to Verdugo. Is on the ground into right field. That's a base hit. Well, Verdugo starting to feel it a little bit. He takes a big turn at first, forces the throw from Yastrzemski. It comes to second. And for the second time in this series, Verdugo has a base hit.
That's nice, too, because it was a breaking ball. Talking about being in between fastball, breaking ball, but this was a little hanger from Manaea that he stayed on. Nice little one-hop line drive through the infield. That's a good sign.
If you need a ride after the game, take the free Fenway shuttle to Encore Boston Harbor. Pickup located on David Ortiz Drive across from Gate A. For more information, visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com. Here is an absolute shot toward Triples Alley, but not on this day with a wind howling in from right. Christian Arroyo is retired. He put a charge into that, but he's gone. 2 down for Connor Wong.
Boy, he hit that ball hard. Didn't go anywhere, did it?
So now Wong with 2 down and a runner at first. The no-hitter that Manaea threw against the Red Sox on the 21st day of April in 2018 was an absolute stunner. Pitch to Wong is fouled high and deep toward McCovey Cove. Down the right field line and out of play. I mean, remember, Lou, the Red Sox lost their first game of the season. This was Alex Cora's debut as the Red Sox manager. There were cries for his head that he didn't know how to manage a bullpen. And then the Red Sox rattled off 17 straight wins. Red hot, the 0-1 to Wong is outside of fastball, and it's 1-1. And listen to the lineup that Sean Manaea no-hit that day. Mookie, Benintendi, Hanley, J.D., Nunez, Devers, JBJ. It was a no-hitter that came out of absolute nowhere. 1-1 to Connor Wong. Verdugo not much of a lead. The pitch is high and outside, and it's 2-1. That was a game started by Chris Sale. He struck out 10 over 7 innings.
Didn't matter.
Blown away. Somehow Manaea's hair has gotten longer and curlier since that time. 2-1 pitch is outside. Good take. Connor Wong, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, Manaea's got a good fastball. Usually sits around 93.5, 94. He's up to 96 at times, and you can see the reaction of the hitters. They're getting behind it.
2 down in the top of the 5th. Frustrating offensive day so far for the Sox. 3-1 to Wong. Swing and a foul back. He was trying to crush that one. Straight back to the screen, and it's 3-2.
You get Verdugo moving with that lefty. You don't get the great jump you would normally with the right. You got to make sure he goes home. You don't want to get picked off here. Just get a late little jump.
3-2. There goes Verdugo. The pitch is crushed down the right field line. Yastrzemski to his left on the run is there to make the play. And the inning is over. Well, the contact much better in that inning, but the Red Sox very little to show for it. Good defense there for Yastrzemski to rob Connor Wong. To the bottom of the 5th we go. 1-0 San Francisco on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why? Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
New Dove Men Body Wash gives 24 hours of nourishing micro-moisture, so your skin feels healthy and smooth from your morning workout playlist to the relaxing music you chose for dinner. Get healthier, smoother feeling skin all day with new Dove Men Body Wash.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
James Paxton back to the mound, hoping for a rare stress-free inning. It has not been often for him here today. Wilmer Flores in the heart of the Giants' order in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 San Francisco. Steak tips and lamb loin chops are on sale at Shaws and Star Market today through Thursday. Pick up value-packed sirloin steak tips and lamb loin chops, bone in for $6.97 a pound. Here's the pitch to Wilmer, and it's a strike from Paxton, 0-1.
It's the 80th pitch there for Pax, hoping for that clean 5th. This may end up being it for him with that pitch count.
Here's the 0-1. That is low. And it's a ball and a strike, and that is not ideal, Lou, for a Red Sox team that after this ball game is going to have a couple bullpen games. So they're going to need every pitch from every reliever they can find. The 1-1. That is swung on and missed awkwardly by Flores. You wonder whether the shadows are starting to impact the hitter here. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, it's not bad right now for Flores. Maybe next inning for the Sox, but that he's pretty much hitting in the sun with his eyes.
1-2 is popped up straight back. That'll make the seats. Connor Wong watches that get about 15 rows deep. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, it's when that shadow's going to get there another inning or so. When it's halfway between home and the mound, that's when it gets really tough to kind of pick up spin for hitters.
Red Sox did add a bullpen arm today. 1-2. Here's the pitch. That is a ground ball up the middle and into center field, a base hit. It's just been that kind of day for James Paxton. Another 2-strike hit. And for the second time today, the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, Flores now 3 for 3 in this game. Yeah, Pax, a lot of stress too. 4 innings, there was a lot of stressful pitches, a lot of traffic on the base paths. It's been a grind.
J.D. Davis has been on base 2 times, is in, and he drives one high and foul down the right field line. That is strike 1. Mauricio Llovera came to San Francisco today, put on the Major League roster. He was a giant. And the Red Sox acquired him. Make room. The Sox begrudgingly optioned Joe Jakes to AAA. 0-1 the pitch. That is high and outside. And we both think that Jakes will be back, and he should be.
Yeah, listen, I thought he threw the ball well. A little deception from that 3-quarter. Gets the ground ball. Had that one bad outing. Against the A's, actually, in that opener. He gave up a couple of home runs, unlike him, but I thought he threw the ball well.
1-1 the pitch. That almost hits J.D. Davis. Another spiked curveball, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and you're starting to get to the point when, a guy like Joe Jakes gets sent down. There's been many times where whoever gets bumped out of this bullpen gets DFA'd, and they say bye-bye. So now you got some arms coming here, with a few more coming, and guys you send down now are guys that could come back and help.
2-1, that is fouled back. One of the better fastballs of late for Paxton, and it's 2-2. There's less activity right now out in McCovey Cove. We call the part of the bay just beyond the right field wall, although I think we can't see it, but there are probably a lot of folks in sea kayaks right behind that promenade. The 2-2 is outside, and it's 3-2. They wait, they listen to the radio broadcast, and they're waiting for smashes into deep right field to try to paddle after them and pick up a home run ball out of the cove. 3-2. Paxton sets, he throws, and a swing and a miss at a fastball. J.D. Davis way late on 95, and there's one away.
That's first strikeout since that second inning when he struck out a couple. It's kind of been the grind here for Pax. But he gets that fastball elevated. It's one pitch he really hasn't messed around with here much today. When he has come with the fastball, it's been down a little bit more, but he finally gets the elevated and the swing and miss.
So here's Patrick Bailey, right-handed hitter, and Paxton spins a breaker in there for strike 1. It's interesting. I did not know this. Just went on that spiel. But the Red Sox code word of the game is McCovey Cove. Anyway, code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Stretch. One of the all-time greats, Willie McCovey. 0-1. That's another great breaking ball, but called a ball a little bit low, and it's 1-1.
It really is a beautiful ballpark. I played here in 2003 when I was with the Padres for the first time, and from up here in this broadcast booth, when you can just see the bay, as players, you don't get to see the water.
Yeah.
But from up here, it's beautiful.
1-1 is popped up. Down the right field line, foul. Casas gives a run, and he chases after, makes a great basket catch. That was wonderful from Tristan on the warning track on the first base line. Rather nonchalant, but easy does it, and they're 2 away.
He walks up to Flores at first, and it's like, all right, well, I can do it too. A couple of nice catches down that first base line by both of them.
So now here's Luis Matos with Michael Conforto on deck. Who's on Deck is brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today at OnDeck.com. Matos, right-handed hitter. Fastball from fire into darkness. Through the shadows, strike 1 on the inside corner. Now, I would think the shadows are a real factor. Flags from up above us, whipping just in front of the home plate area. The 0-1, that is another strike. They're just not picking it up, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, I always felt like change-ups and breaking balls, like being able to see that spin when it goes through the shadow, when the shadows are further out towards the pitcher, make it really difficult. He's about 6 feet into the shadow right now as a hitter.
0-2, swing and a late foul on the first base side above the netting. Into the Red Sox dugout, it stays 0-2. I mean, it is a beautiful place, and it was a fun place to come in some ways as a visitor, but it was not that fun to hit here.
No, this place plays huge. Even though back then Barry made it look small.
He made everywhere look small. The 0-2 is another foul down the right field line. Stays 0-2.
It was really nice, though. 0-3. Kind of Barry was in the middle of those 4 years straight of MVPs. To see that thing live, it was just the best hitter I've ever seen. It was fun to watch him hit, even though you're up against him. It didn't really end too well for us at times.
I mean, he got intentionally walked with the bases loaded, and there were times when that was the right play. 0-2 is a soft dribbler on the third base line. Devers has got to hurry. He gloves, and he will not make a throw. Matos runs too well. A little dribbler down the third base line, an infield hit, and another 2-strike count. And here come the Giants again for the 4th inning. They've got at least 2 men aboard.
Yeah, I think this is a good visit here from Dave Bush as well. I mean, that pitch count's getting up. He's at 97. Conforto's up there left on left. I don't want to say it's the last hitter, but you're starting to get to that point where if it is, let's give you a little breather late in this one here for him, and let's try to execute a pitch here and try to get out of here.
You do feel like the end is near for him. It's hard to explain, Lou, to people who did not see it in person, what it was like to watch Barry Bonds in those years.
You're talking about swing decisions, but we're talking about Casas. Like, his were always on point. He just didn't swing at many balls. And when he did get a strike, he'd smoke it. It would be it was just, the approach was fantastic. The results at times were even better. I mean, it was just one of the most amazing things to watch, how he just never swung at a ball. And if he tried to sneak in a fastball, this is a guy that's getting pitched around all the time, but if he tried to sneak in a strike to him, he'd hammer it.
2 down for Michael Conforto. Another jam for Paxton. 1-0 Giants in the 5th. Left on left, Paxton throws, and he misses outside ball 1. I mean, there were so many nights when I was in this ballpark or other places watching Bonds where legitimately he would see one pitch the entire night and hit a home run.
Yeah.
1-0, they lead at first and second. Paxton throws, and a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. It gets away from Wong, but he scampers down the third base line. Nice job there to make that play, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and with that visit by Bush, you see John Schreiber up in that bullpen. Luciano on deck. This could very well be the last hitter. Maybe that's what that discussion was all about. Let's give you a little breather here. Execute a couple pitches, and let's try to keep it here at a 1-0 game.
He has done this all day long. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And another great breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
You got the shadows, right? You're looking out there. Then all of a sudden, you got about 7 or 8 seagulls fly over. So now you got seagull shadows right around where Paxton is.
As if there weren't enough going on.
It's chaos.
Paxton's best friend, the 1-2. That's outside. I think he'll stay with breaking stuff to Conforto. Good take there, and it's 2-2.
It's been down, down, down with that slide. And this is what I'm talking about. That normally with Pax, I would almost predict a fastball up out of the zone to get the swing and miss, but see if he stays with this cutter away.
Flores at second, Matos at first. 2-2, the pitch. That is, again, a breaking ball, this time in the dirt. And once again, with a couple men aboard, a full count for James Paxton.
Runners are moving too, which is big because Flores does not run well at second base. And now you're giving him that little extra jump. Allow him to score and a hit.
3 balls, 2 strikes. They'll be off with the pitch. Paxton sets at his belt. He throws. And a fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Paxton escapes again. Maybe a borderline pitch, but James will take it. We go to the 6th inning. 1-0 Giants lead the Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
The all-new Toyota Prius looks nothing like you've ever seen before.
You need to describe the Prius to people?
Oh, got it.
Here we go, wowzers!
I give up.
The all-new Prius. It's indescribable now. Toyota. Let's go places. Vehicle inventory may be limited. Check with your Toyota dealer.
Get a life of new vision at the LASIK Vision Institute. LASIK only takes minutes, and most patients are back to normal activities the next day. Right now at the LASIK Vision Institute, get 20% off their Wavelight laser when treated in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes with financing. So visit mylvioffer.com. Must mention this promotion to be treated in August of 2023 to qualify. 20% off standard price of procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at mylvioffer.com.
From food security in Senegal to protecting forests in Panama, Peace Corps environment volunteers work hand in hand with welcoming communities worldwide. Are you ready to step up for the planet? Visit peacecorps.gov/bold.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the 6th inning we go. Sean Manaea continues in the game. He'll see Yu Chang, Jarren Duran, and Justin Turner for the Red Sox in the Herb Chambers batting order. Sponsored by Herb Chambers, Honda Seekonk, and Honda Westboro. This has been a wild game, Lou, and it's not one that if you just popped in and out, you would have ever thought the Red Sox would still have a chance in. Somehow, some way, it's only 1-0 Giants as we go into the 6th.
Yeah, we're 5 innings into this game, and San Fran's 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They've stranded 8. Paxton's just got himself out of trouble all day.
Here's Chang. He takes a pitch from Manaea on the inside corner for strike 1. Chang struck out swinging his first time. Big bushy hair underneath his two-tone hat, and Chang grounds one on the left side, backhanded in the hole by Luciano. He plants, he throws wide of the bag, picked on a stretch, and Chang is gone. I thought off the bat that was all the way going to be a hit for Chang, but not moving all that well down the line. Nice play by the rookie, and there's one away.
Yeah, that was a nice pick in the hole, too, and he just gets rid of it quick. One hop throw to first, gets Chang in time, and now here we go. Second time around with Manaea. The numbers have not favored Sean Manaea in this situation. Well, if the Red Sox can get something going here.
Here's Jarren Duran, who struck out. First hitter to see Manaea. Now a breaking ball misses outside to him, and it's 1-0.
I mean, it's pretty much on point. First time through an order. He's guys hitting 193 off Sean Manaea. Sox haven't done much here, although last inning is a little more loud contact. Second time through, 298.
Here's the 1-0, and that is a little bit high. Good take by Duran, too. And, of course, Lou, with his speed, if he can get on base, you got action.
Yeah, we know Bailey throws the ball real well, but with that lefty, be first move, get a good jump.
2-0. There's a line looper into shallow right field. That is down for a hit. Duran is tearing around first. He will, at the last minute, hold it first. He was thinking to, but that's a nice job by Luis Matos to know the scouting report and race in and make that play.
Yeah, a lot of those doubles that Duran gets, he makes outfielders go left and right, but when it's something like this here, that jam shot, now he's got a center fielder crashing in, and it's just too short of a throw for him to even think about. A good decision by Duran. Makes him go left and right. He'll go for that double, but if they're coming in, he's going to lay up.
And now with the Boos, you know it's Turner time. Pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. JT has doubled and struck out. Red Sox trailing the Giants 1-0. Duran has got a huge lead at first. Thrown out by Bailey last night. 0-1 to Turner. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. You got an elevated fastball. A little late on it, and to Turner, it's 0-2.
That's the whole thing, talking about Patrick Bailey, the catcher. He threw Jarren Duran out last night. We praise Connor Wong for that 189 pop time. This guy's a 187. He's thrown out 17 of 46 guys, 37%. That's a better percentage than Connor Wong, and we know he throws. This kid can slow down a running game.
Turner's had success against Manaea. The 0-2 is fouled off. How about these numbers? Justin Turner, in his career against this pitcher, is 5 for 11 with a double and a homer. And this kind of a moment with the offense searching for a jolt, you wouldn't put it past him right here. 0-2. Duran's got an even bigger lead now. Held over there by Flores. The pitch is way outside. Fastball that missed badly, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Duran got an extra step out there, and the first movement was back to first, almost like he's trying to draw that throw. Maybe be able to go on that next pitch, but he's got a big lead.
Manaea looking that way. 1-2 to Turner. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third that's likely to be a double play. The second for one, relay to first. Inning over. Double play. Frustrating day continues at the plate for the Sox. 1-0 Giants, bottom six is next. John Schreiber to the mound for Boston. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot. Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Hi, this is professional football player Kirk Cousins, and a few years ago, I had LASIK at TLC Laser Eye Centers. TLC made everything easy. The procedure was quick and painless, and they made me feel at home. It's really easy to get started, so schedule your free consultation.
Right now, TLC Laser Eye Centers is offering 20% off LASIK when treated in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes. Visit saveontlc.com. Must mention this promotion to be treated in August of 2023 to qualify. 20% off for both eyes on standard price of LASIK. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at tlcoffer.com.
In the Coast Guard, every day is an opportunity to discover your passion, to go on an adventure, to find your crew, to make an impact. Don't limit yourself. Visit GoCoastGuard.com today to join.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Well, actually, it is not John Schreiber out of the Red Sox bullpen. It's a little hidden out in the outfield. It's Richard Blyer, which is interesting because for the Giants in this inning, you got two righties in Luciano and Schmidt, and then the left-handed hitting Mike Yastrzemski. But Alex Cora wants these matchups right here, and it is Blyer on the mound for the bottom of the sixth. Luciano, Schmidt, and Yastrzemski in the Herb Chambers batting order. For the Giants, the pitch to Marco is swung on and missed. Sinking fastball by Blyer, and it's 0-1.
Hey, really, it's probably more about the matchups he doesn't want. With Jock Peterson, the left-handed bat off the bench. Harry Sable, another left-handed bat off the bench.
No doubt about that. The 0-1 is ripped into left field. That is a base hit. Well, that matchup didn't work well either. Luciano has got 2 hits today, and yet again, the leadoff man is aboard for the Giants.
It is remarkable that the score is 1-0 here in the 6th inning because the 0 up for the Red Sox, it speaks a lot because they're just not swinging the bats at all. Very quiet, sleepy day here for the offense. But as far as the Giants go, man, they've had guys on almost every single inning except for that 2nd inning, and it's been scoring position. They just haven't been able to cash in.
Here's Casey Schmidt, right-handed hitter. Beware some small ball here. Forget that. A line drive foul down the left field line, and it's 0-1. I think you're exactly right that Alex Cora, who's so aware of what Gabe Kapler is and how he manages, he wants to stay away from Peterson and Sable in this spot, and that's why it's the lefty Blyer. 0-1, the pitch is fouled back to the screen. Fastball, and it's 0-2.
Well, obviously, Jock Peterson saw him last night, taking Chris Martin deep. Lamonte Wade Jr. has been swinging the bat really well, but a back issue's been bothering him, not in that lineup, so not sure if he's even available. Brandon Crawford, the great shortstop forever here in San Francisco, but he's not exactly the same player as well. But Sable and Peterson, he's probably trying to stay away from.
Crawford activated today. 0-2, throw to first, and that is very close. Luciano back to the bag standing. Almost like he didn't see the throw coming over.
37,000.
But as it is, it's 0-2.
37,470.
And I think there are a lot of different ways to look at Paxton's outing today. I mean, on the one hand, frustrating that he did not have his A-plus stuff. You know, there are lots of big league scouts here. Runner goes, 0-2 pitches on the ground, foul. Outside the bag, it nailed the umpire in foul territory, Manny Gonzalez, who is totally hobbled. I don't know what the fans are booing. That thing was so obviously foul, and it smoked him on the right leg.
Yeah, it was obviously a foul ball. Gonzalez down there, he was in foul territory when the ball hit him. Luciano got a great jump, and a lot of times that lefty, you know, they throw over there. It's almost like an invite to go on the next pitch. Just wonder when you start seeing some guys maybe double up, try to catch that. But
that spot right there, Manny Gonzalez was waving at foul, saying no, 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 and then leave me alone.
You know, you're talking about Paxton. You're not going to go out there every single night with your best stuff. Yeah, and that's just the bottom line. And I think we saw that really with a guy like Bayo out in Oakland. But the veteran that he is, he executed, made the pitches that he needed, ended up going 5 innings, only 1 run somehow because he didn't have his stuff. He didn't have his fastball, relied on his changeup more than he ever has. But he limited the damage, kept his team in the game.
0-2 to Casey Schmidt. Luciano leading at first. Casas holds him there. Double played up behind Blyer, the pitch. That is inside, and it hit him. I mean, that was an awful miss from Richard Blyer. Slider that barely made it into the right-handed batter's box and plunks him. So at an 0-2 pitch, he hits the light-hitting Schmidt, and now the Giants have 2 on with none out, and you wonder what they'll do here.
Yeah, you really don't want to do that to a guy that's 6 for his last 64. He had him 0-2, and he just threw a breaking ball that landed right in front of him. He couldn't avoid.
Well, and now a huge spot for Blyer and the Red Sox. This might be his last hitter. In fact, I can almost guarantee that it is, with Austin Slater on deck. Not what the Red Sox were looking for. And Paxton pitched out of jams like this. Incumbent on Blyer to try to do the same. Here's Mike Yastrzemski. He's walked and been called out on strikes. The pitch, he squares to bunt, and it's a beauty down the third base line. Devers has it. Blyer connects with him, and throwing to first is Raffi in time to get Arroyo. That was almost a total disaster. A collision on the third base line, and in the end, Lou, that's a wonderful play by Devers.
Yeah, it really was. And Blyer, you know, things speeding up a little bit here on him, so he sees this bunt. He goes after it aggressively. It's Devers' ball the entire time. In the last second, tries to get out of the way, but he's already in the way. So when Devers picks this ball up, he can barely set his feet. Kind of threw that ball as he was falling into Blyer.
Is Alex Cora going to let Blyer face Slater here?
Yeah, I was just looking. Nobody's up in the bullpen.
That surprises me. Infield in, and Slater swings and fouls one back. Cutter, and it's 0-1. I mean, there's no question that this is exclusively a byproduct of what is to come the next 2 days. If the Red Sox didn't have bullpen days planned, Blyer's out of this game right here.
Schreiber's sitting down. He was loose last inning. He's sitting down right now in that bullpen.
Infield in, second and third they lead. The 0-1 is fouled off on the first base side. Here we go again. It's 0-2. And you know the Giants in their dugout are muttering to themselves, like, can we please hit?
That's something that they've eluded him all day long. But Slater here, he's happy this lefty's staying in as well. 323 and already got a knock off one earlier.
0-2. Swinging a line hopper to second. What a play by Arroyo, but his only chance is at first base. Coming home to score is Luciano. Another 0-2 productive plate appearance. The Giants don't get a hit with runners in scoring position, but they draw another run home. Arroyo probably saved another, and it's 2-0 Giants.
Oh, he definitely did. This is a great play by Arroyo. He's in on the grass. It's a step and a dive to his right and a short hop. So it wasn't like a long hop where he can kind of dive. So as he's diving, he's actually got to pick it as well. Really nice play. By the time he gets up, he's got no shot at Luciano can run. Just takes the out. I think try to avoid more damage here with a guy that's 3 for 3 in Flores.
On the play, Schmidt over to third. So 2-0 Giants now with 2 down. Blyer throws, and Flores takes a strike on the outside corner. You're just asking for trouble when you give up hits and bases to the bottom of the order against any team.
And that's what Blyer did here. 0-1 to Flores. Pitch. Swinging a chopper to first. Casas to a knee. Has it, and he will take it himself to the bag to end the inning. But the Giants double their lead. Trouble for Blyer. 2-0 Giants after 6 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
The all-new Toyota Prius looks nothing like you've ever seen before. You just got to see it.
Yeah, okay. This is going on the radio, so you're going to need to describe the all-new Prius to people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Use your words, please.
Oh, got it. Here we go, wowzers!
I give up.
The all-new Prius. It's indescribable now. Toyota. Let's go places. Vehicle inventory may be limited. Check with your Toyota dealer.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
If you need me, you can find me lost in the music. A Magnum double caramel ice cream bar in hand. Treating myself with as much as I want. When I want it, because more is more. Come on, get carried away with me. Magnum ice cream. More is more. Discover decadence in-store or online at magnumicecream.com.
Hey, it's Justin Turner. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Well, Sean Manaea will continue in the game for now. The Red Sox trailing 2-0. Big hitters coming up. Devers, Casas, and Duvall. One thing the Red Sox avoided last night is the absolute strength of this San Francisco team, and that is the back end of their bullpen. The Rogers twins and Camilo Doval, the all-star, they are waiting in the wings, and they have been fantastic finishing games for the Giants.
Yeah, the only one that, Taylor Rogers last night went an inning and 2/3. So maybe that's the tough lefty. Maybe he stays out of this one, but we'll see.
Manaea to Devers. Rafi takes outside ball 1. It really has been their formula. The Giants have won a lot of close games. Frustrating so far for Boston. 1-0 to Devers is a strike on the outside corner. There have been times here lately. Game against Spencer Strider comes to mind where the Red Sox have needed big swings from their best hitters. 1-1. That is a cue shot foul. On the third base side, it's 1-2, and they've gotten them from both Casas and Devers.
Kind of sleepy day here for this offense. Kind of reminds me of the second day really in Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Came out swinging it in game 1.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball in under the hands. And Devers in this series is 0 for 7.
Come out here in game 2 like he did in Oakland. It was just really quiet. He got shut out. Last night, really, the offense wasn't clicking either. It was really this guy. It was Duvall who got a couple doubles, and Tristan Casas was really the offense for this team.
Here is Tristan from the left side. 1 out, bases empty, 2-0 Giants. The pitch. That almost hit him. Knocks his helmet off, his mane flowing in the wind to the backstop, and it's 1-0 to Casas.
That slider wasn't even close. He just lost it.
Every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. It's more of an effort for Casas to get the helmet back on than most. He's got long hair, and it needs to be perfectly sort of smoothed back for him to get the helmet on. He leans over, lets it hang straight down, and then runs his fingers through it and puts the helmet on. All is well now. 1-0. Here's the pitch. That is outside. 2-0. It can be hard at this time of day in this ballpark to hit, and the Red Sox just feel a little off here today. 2-0 to Tristan. Here's the pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
Yeah, and now Manaea sitting on that rubber right at the edge of the shade that's kind of coming in now. And he's in the sun. By the time he delivers it, he's in no shadows.
Casas is called for time. He usually does that when he's behind in the count. He does it here ahead, 2-1. One down in the seventh, 2-0 Giants. Base is empty for Casas, who is white hot. Manaea throws, and Tristan swings and misses, and you're on it, Lou. I mean, you can't see right now, and it's 2-2.
No, he's behind it. He was late on that one. Really kind of felt like he's been late all day.
Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a foul. I don't know how he got a piece of that. He stays alive, and we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Red Sox trailing the Giants 2-0 here in the top of the seventh inning with one down. Tristan Casas looking uncomfortable for the first time in forever at the plate due to the conditions. The 2-2 is strike three called on the outside corner, painted by Manaea. Couple of strikeouts and they're two down.
Yeah, that's a well-located fastball by Manaea. We're talking about before. Now you're in this second time through the order where Manaea is kind of getting hit around a little bit in normal games, but it just timing-wise, whether it's the shadows kind of on his side or not, but the Red Sox just aren't looking comfortable at all day long.
Here's Adam Duvall, right-handed hitter, and he swings late at the fastball, and it's 0-1. For every four-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should, too. Red Sox with only 3 hits, 9 for the Giants. 0-1 to Duvall. That is another strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. The Red Sox got a one-out double in the first, a one-out single in the fifth, and a one-out single in the sixth. Those are their only 3 base runners all day.
Yeah, it's been impressive here from Manaea. Now 4 innings, only 2 hits. Hasn't walked a guy, struck out 4. He's got a really good fastball here today.
0-2 to Duvall. He swings and misses. He is gone, and so are the Red Sox. Manaea strikes out the side in the 7th. Stretch time by the Bay. 2-0 Giants in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Get a life of new vision at the LASIK Vision Institute. LASIK only takes minutes, and most patients are back to normal activities the next day. Right now at the LASIK Vision Institute, get 20% off their Wavelight laser when treated in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes with financing. So visit mylvioffer.com. Must mention this promotion to be treated in August of 2023 to qualify. 20% off standard price of procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at mylvioffer.com.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Richard Blyer continues in the game. Sox trailing 2-0. J.D. Davis, Patrick Bailey, and Luis Matos in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram of Danvers, and Millbury. Been a frustrating day for the Red Sox, and throughout Major League Baseball, major shockwaves being felt. as the first real blockbuster trade has just now been finalized, sending Max Scherzer from the Mets to the Texas Rangers. I heard about that just as we took the air today. There were still some details to be ironed out as J.D. Davis digs in. Blyer throws, and he misses badly outside for ball. When they were waiting on Scherzer to, forego his no-trade clause, he did that. And the Mets will pay $22.5 million owed to Scherzer as a pitch to J.D. Davis. Misses outside again, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, one of the things they're holding up, too, the Rangers wanted to make Scherzer's 2024 player option guaranteed. Max decided not to.
2-0 is a soft ground ball to the right side. Arroyo to his left on the outfield grass. Has it, he throws to first. In time, one away. I mean, that makes sense. You'd want to, if you're going to make that kind of a deal, know that you'll have him for another year, but that's not a guarantee.
No, I guess it's now Scherzer can still kind of opt out if he wants. But he didn't want to make $43 million guaranteed next year. Wow, I guess he thinks he can get a couple years of that.
He has
somewhere.
Made plenty of cash. The pitch to Patrick Bailey is outside from Blyer, 1-0. 2-0 Giants in the 7th.
Now, I haven't heard the completed deal, but it looks like it could very well be a 1-for-1. Looks like Luis Angel Acuna, which is the younger brother of Ronald Acuna, will be going back to the Mets.
1-0 is chopped to third. Devers smoothly has it. 2 crow hops and a throw to first. Stretch from Casas, 2 down. And we'll bring up Luis Matos. Scherzer is one of the great pitchers of this generation. 3-time Cy Young winner. Won the World Championship with the Washington Nationals. I did not like the things he said when the Mets traded away their closer, Daniel Robertson. He said, I need to talk to ownership. I need to have a conversation about the direction we're going in.
Right.
They're paying you $43 million. Here's a pitch to Luis Matos for a strike 0-1, and their record stinks.
Right.
He was a part of that. They put themselves in this position. I thought that was a tough look. 2 down in the 7th. Here's the 0-1. That's inside from Blyer, 1-1.
Yeah, $43 million. If I'm the owner, I don't have to answer anything to you. I'm paying you a lot of money. Go out every 5th day, throw the ball. We'll continue to do what's best for the team.
1-1. Here's the pitch. That is chopped up the middle. The shortstop Chang behind the back beautifully picks and throws to first in time. That was awesome. And the inning is over. 3 ground ball outs. Want to remind you to stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. We make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today at NissanUSA.com. So Scherzer is gone, and the Red Sox need some runs. 2-0 Giants after 7 on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We all deserve easy mornings. Meet Daily Harvest, the easiest way to conquer your morning with quick, nourishing, and delicious food. Made with sustainably sourced fruits and veggies and delivered right to your door. Their strawberry and peach smoothie or apple and cinnamon oat bowl are the perfect addition to my morning routine. So don't wait. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off your first order. That's dailyharvest.com, promo code HARVEST for up to $65 off.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
6 rings and football things.
Trent Brown. Listen, if the running game's going to work, if you want Mac Jones to stay upright, be healthy for 17 games, you need 2018 Trent Brown, or you just need his giant wall of humanity to perform for whatever that next contract is. Whoever, wherever it's going to be, don't care right now. Just attempt to really play and be the giant human you are. Yes.
Can I interject a better case scenario question, or more likely type question here at Trent Brown? We both put him in our best case scenario top 5. Mm-hmm. Better chance that come December, Trent Brown is a top 5, or in your case, top 3 player on the Patriots, or that he's not on the Patriots?
60-40 not on.
I think this is a minefield that could explode.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Subscribe to 6 Rings and Football Things, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Sean Manaea is going to continue in the game. I mean, why not? He just struck out the side in the 7th. Verdugo and Arroyo, then Wong for the Red Sox in the 8th inning of the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Hyundai of Auburn. This is another one of those cat and mouse situations between Alex Cora and Gabe Kapler, because it's not impossible that Cora would think about going to somebody like Refsnyder in this spot, but I think if he did that, Alex can feel reasonably confident that if he did that, Tyler Rogers would come out of the Giant bullpen. He's sidewinding right-hander. Here's Verdugo. Manaea throws, and Alex takes outside ball 1.
Yeah, Tyler Rogers. Side armor. He's tough on righties. I wonder if once he comes in for this bottom third, I wonder if Yoshida would be available.
1-0 to Verdugo, the pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner. That's interesting. I mean, Alex Cora basically said they're going to try to stay away from him tomorrow, too. So I don't know. It might be one of those preordained, we need him to get his legs right. 1-1. That's another strike with a fastball, and it's 1-2.
We saw it last night from Yoshida. Those are those lazy, tired swings, chopping into the ground. You had the off day on Thursday, but we got in here at 4 o'clock San Fran time, 7 o'clock Eastern time, Thursday morning. That's something you got to keep an eye on with Yoshida, the travel and the time zones.
1-2 to Verdugo. The pitch. That's outside. I mean, it was all bullet trains and one-city road trips in Japan, and this is just a totally different animal.
No time zone differences either, so a year of an adjustment for him.
We've had a lot of those lately. The 2-2. Swinging a soft ground ball on the right side. The second baseman Schmidt has it. Verdugo busting it down the line, but he's beaten by a step. And there's one away. Now, for this Red Sox offense, that over the last 21 games in which they've won 16, they've averaged almost 6 runs a game. They have just 3 hits, and they're being shut out with 1 out in the 8th. Gabe Kapler's coming out. He's going to go to Rogers right here and right now, and Manaea will get a well-deserved hand. He was brilliant. Something about the Red Sox brings out the very best in him. 2-0 Giants. 1 out in the 8th in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox fans, it's time to enter the Ford Pickup and Delivery Sweepstakes. Lots of prizes, including the grand prize. Ford will pick you up and deliver you to Fenway Park. You'll throw out the first pitch and then watch the game from your green monster seats. That's the VIP treatment you expect from participating Ford dealers, who offer complimentary pickup and delivery to service your vehicle. Visit redsox.com/Ford Sweeps to enter and for rules and regulations.
Arbella Insurance is the presenting sponsor of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We've been proudly supporting Dana-Farber and the Jimmy Fund and its mission to provide life-saving cancer care, research, education, and prevention for over 15 years. Donate $50 or more to the Jimmy Fund, and you could save 6% off your car insurance with Arbella. Find a local independent agent at arbella.com. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund. Here for good.
Tyler Rogers, the almost underhanded Submariner righty, is on for the San Francisco Giants here. 2-0. They lead the Red Sox. Rogers, who really is a unicorn on the mound, will take over. I mean, he allows almost no hard contact. He's got a slider that moves up and away from left-handed hitters. It is one of the great weapons in the game. He throws it all the time. And the Red Sox are going to stick with Arroyo and Wong to face him here with 1 down in the 8th.
Yeah, this guy is filthy. He's a true submariner. Sinker, slider. Didn't throw very hard, but from down that angle, boy, it is tough to pick up. A lot of movement. Team scoreless in 34 of his 46 appearances this season. Got a 1.96 ERA in the last 33 games. Not fun.
No.
Not fun, both sides. How about this? Righties are hitting 156. And lefties hitting 156 off this guy. And the lefty's supposed to get a good look at it.
And they don't. It's partially because of that weird slider. It's unlike any other pitch in the game, really. It comes up and into righties and away from lefties. So here is Arroyo with one down in the 8th. Rogers throws, and Arroyo on the first pitch bounces it to short. Luciano smooth, has it, throws to first, 2 down. Cape Cod League scoreboard brought to you by Cape Cod Healthcare, the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod League, with 6 convenient urgent care centers from Falmouth to Orleans, open daily with no appointment needed and staffed by board-certified ER providers. View wait times at capecodhealth.org. Here's Connor Wong with 2 down and the base is empty. Yu Chang was on deck, but no more. Here is Wong taking a strike on the inside corner. Yoshida now out of the Red Sox dugout. That answers that question. But first, they need Wong to get on base. He's 0 for 2. He's had some good at-bats, actually. He takes a slider down in the dirt, and it's 1-1.
It's going to become a big at-bat here for Connor. Get Yoshida up, and then Duran, top of the order is going to be up next inning. Got that great closer, Duvall.
1-1 is foul on the first base side. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to use Yoshida for Duran or Turner or Devers or Casas. So really this is the lane for him, but you need Wong to get on base. 2 down in the 8th. Impressive pitching from the Giants today. 1-2. Here it is. Wong crushes one high into center field. Over and to his right is Matos onto the warning track in front of the 399. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. That was good from Wong, but nothing to show for that. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Giants in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Get a life of new vision at the LASIK Vision Institute. LASIK only takes minutes, and most patients are back to normal activities the next day. Right now at the LASIK Vision Institute, get 20% off their Wavelight laser when treated in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes with financing. So visit mylvioffer.com. Plus mention this promotion to be treated in August of 2023 to qualify. 20% off standard price of procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at mylvioffer.com.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Red Sox debut for Mauricio Llovera, and what an odd feeling this must be. He's back at Oracle Park, the San Francisco Giants' home, where he made 5 appearances for San Francisco, and now, for the first time with the Red Sox, he will see Conforto, Luciano, and Schmidt, some former teammates with the Red Sox, trailing 2-0.
Yeah, Rivera's pretty much 50-50 split. He's got 96, so he's got a big arm. Fast with sink or slider. It's just 2-pick guy. Cora said he's going to use them, try to find the right spot, want to get his feet wet. Apparently this is the situation here, down 2-0 in the 8th.
Here is Michael Conforto, and he takes a pitch up and away for ball 1. The Diesel direct question of the day results. Which position players exceeded your expectations this season? Jarren Duran, the runaway winner, which you can totally understand. 1-0 pitch. That is a strike. And it's 1-1. I mean, look, Turner has been wonderful, but remember what Jarren went through last year.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with people's opinions of Jarren Duran. Last year was such a tough year for him.
1-1 is a little bit outside check swing. He did not go, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you had no opinions on Turner or Yoshida as far as on this team. You really haven't seen Casas too much. They saw a lot of Duran last year, last couple of years, and Last year was ugly at times, so for this big turnaround that he's had, I think that's one of the reasons.
Here's a pitch that's right down the heart of the plate. This guy's got a good arm, 97 miles an hour. In Lou, in the big leagues and at AAA for the Giants, the numbers were good.
Yeah, he had a 1.69 ERA. It was just a 5 1/3 innings here in San Francisco out of relief, and then down in AAA, down in Sacramento, he had a 3.92 ERA. Guys hit 211 against him. He's got some good stuff, and more importantly, he needed a right-hander in this bullpen.
2-2 is ripped down the right field line, and this is trouble. That's going to be extra bases for Conforto. Verdugo plays the carom. He'll throw to second, but no chance to get him. Chang makes the play, but there's a leadoff double for Michael Conforto.
Well, things are going to be tough in that 9th inning going against Doval. So, if anything, you want to try to keep it a 2-run game here if you're Llovera.
This is going to be hard. Here comes Marco Luciano. I want to remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. Always get that question at Sox Booth. On Twitter, so Devers in at third. Casas creeping in at first for Luciano, who's had a good day. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Attendance today, 37,470, brought to you by Citgo. 0-1 pitch. That is a good one. Sweeping slider, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he's got a good little action on that slider. And that 96, 97, he's got some good movement on as well. He just kind of hung that slider, didn't get it down at all to Conforto.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That was another great slider, and there's one away. Citgo is the sponsor of the attendance. Whether you're going to the ballpark, the dog park, or the amusement park, Citgo top tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you are good to go. All right, one bullet dodged. Here now, Casey Schmidt hit by a pitch his last time. Conforto at second with one down. Pitch. Strike on the inside corner. There has been so much turnover in the Red Sox bullpen this year. And there have been the steady constants of Martin and Jansen, Winkowski for a lot of the year. The 0-1, that is low, but everywhere else, it's just been a ton of churn.
Yeah, and you know, Ryan Bloom's take some shots on some guys, bringing them here, bringing them over, and I think one of the guys that sticks out is Brendan Bernardino. He has been really, really good for them. And take another shot here, Llovera.
1-1 in the 8th. Pitch, swing and a miss. He's got a really good slider, and it's 1-2. I mean, the Red Sox like the pitchers they got from the Dodgers in the Kike deal. I was frankly a little surprised they got that much.
I'm with you there. A couple good AAA arms. They've been throwing the ball well.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Soft grounder foul outside of third. And Schmidt hangs in there.
Well, what you're doing now is you're building some depth. If you remember about a week or so ago, as we said before, this 2 or 3 guys been out in that bullpen for a while. Now they're sort of like, how do we kind of replace these guys? And now with Llovera here, a couple of guys in AAA from the Kike deal. Jakes is down in AAA as well. There's some arms down there if you need to pull from it.
1-2 is a little cue shot off the bat, then the body into fair ground, but that's a foul ball. Stays 1-2. I mean, Llovera is 27 years old, born in El Tigre in Venezuela. Debuted in 2020, the COVID year, with the Phillies. And parts of 2 seasons with the Giants, and now on the staff for the Red Sox. As Lou said, you just can't fall behind further with Camilo Doval waiting in the wings for the Giants. Here's the 1-2. Soft grounder. If it's fair, it's going to be a hit, but it rolls outside the line, foul. And it stays 1-2.
2 similar swings there from Schmidt, both sliders. Almost kind of back-to-back swinging bunts. Both of them end up staying foul.
Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. If Llovera can keep it right here, Chang is due to lead off in the 9th inning. So you think, I mean, that would be a Yoshida spot for sure.
And you got Yoshida, Duran, Turner, and getting the Devers. So got your guys you want. Maybe you can wake up for 1 inning and try to steal a game.
1-2. Another pitch is just outside. That was close. Good fastball. Guevara wanted it. He thought he had rung Schmidt up.
Not sure where that pitch was. Junior Valentine. He's got a little sinker. He runs it back.
Ooh.
He's just off the plate.
He's working back towards the outside corner. 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got him. This is a really fun slider to watch, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, it really is. You're kind of wondering what he has for lefties. They're going to put Yastrzemski on. Just with that being said,